Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. That's what day it is, y'all. Did you guys know it's the 21st day of the new year? Did y'all know that? It's the 21st day of 2023, y'all. Did you know a new moon is happening in Aquarius tonight, y'all? Do you know that it's instant manifestation time, y'all? Did you know that what you say is about to be what happens, y'all? So you better keep it right and you better keep it tight. All right? Thank you for coming through the LRGA Curves today. And thank you for being you and spending time with your you, with me, over here in these YouTube streets. I hope you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on your way in, hit that bell so you can get notified next time your girl, LRGA Curves, uploads a video, and so you can become part of this beautiful, curvy community that we're growing over here in these YouTube streets, all right? Today we are here to talk about three things at once, all right? We're going to get to Love and Marriage Huntsville, Real Housewives of Potomac, and Real Housewives of Miami, all in one, okay? We're going to start from the top, and we're going to do them in the order of which they appear, okay? So first, Love and Marriage Huntsville, then Real Housewives of Potomac, then Real Housewives of Miami, okay? Thanks again for being here. I want to welcome my guest, Sebastian Shade is in the house today. Sebastian, how are you?
I'm good. How is everyone?
Oh, man, we are good. I'm sure we are fabulous. All right. I'm so happy you guys are here. Okay, so let's get, I have to do a clap in. I got lots of energy. I've been up since 6. Son had a basketball game at 8. There was frost everywhere. Frost everywhere, you guys.
Your time or my time?
6 California time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We were up early, and Saturdays I should be able to sleep in a little bit, but no. We had practice till 9 last night, and then got up and went straight to the gym, to the place this morning. Ice everywhere, frost everywhere in California. It was like 36 degrees, you guys, in here in California. It was awesome. I'm not complaining because you know why? I'm breathing. All right. It's that simple. So let's get this. Thanks for being here. Delisha, Tracy, Emmanuel Vasquez is in my house. Thanks for being here, Emmanuel. Bianca Edwards. And let's see. And of course, Sebastian Shade. All right, you guys. Let's get started. Now, son, they can totally see you. Good. Good. Don't leave his bacon thing in here. Okay. Tell your dad. Look, I said okay because I'm practically in a live. He knows when to ask me stuff, you guys. No, here, let's call your dad first. He's crazy. You're going to go to him? Okay. Just a second, you guys. Got to make sure the children are safe. The world loves to gobble up little people.
Oh, we do know that,
My part to keep him safe.
especially in this country.
Right? Daddy, son's on his way to you, and then he wants to go to the to check on Munchos. Okay.
Oh, okay. He's gonna go to the park.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, peace. Love you.
Love you too. Peace. I love you.
He said, come on. Okay, so you guys, that's how we do. You're not going nowhere without these. Where are you going? You know, and I know it's a little overmuch, but so many things, it's just so scary for me, you guys. And I'm not living out of fear. I'm living out of protection. Okay, that's what's happening. I'm being active. Gabrielle and Roy Air. No way. No
Hey,
way, you guys. I didn't even see
bonsoir.
y'all back here.
Hi,
Take your dog.
bonsoir. Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
It's night. It's night here. It's night.
Oh,
It's,
bonsoir.
bonsoir. It's 9 p.m. and half on. It's night now. I already dinner, so I'm ready to be on the live with all of you and with LRGA. And happy
Yeah,
birthday.
well, your time for the party. You just got here in time. Come on.
Hey, I'm dancing on my own
It's 9
with
o'clock. Let's
you.
give Gabrielle some nighttime energy, y'all. It's Saturday night in Paris.
Yes, yes,
All
it's Saturday night.
right.
Yes, but I'm old, guys. I'm old now. I'm
Oh, I love a
38
good
old.
tambourine shake in the beginning.
But
All
now I'm
right.
just moving my shoulder.
I'm happy today, y'all. I'm telling you, I
Yes.
am feeling myself. We lost the game, and I'm still happy. I don't care.
Yes.
It's all an experience. Hey, even Kobe lost some days. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yes.
right, Casey. Dance it off.
Mm.
Get in touch with yourself. God gave
It
us
was cold in
the
Paris, but we don't have snow for the
right?
moment. We don't have
Imagine
snow.
how much of our life is in this chair. You know? We gotta like still move it. I used to love chair dancing in the club before I got the nerve to get out on the dance floor. Oh, I would tear a chair up. And then I translated that to a
That's funny.
best time. Oh my gosh.
But
Okay.
now when we go in club, it's just young girls. We don't have a club with with people with 40s and just 40s and more. Just because we go in club, it's just young boys and girls. And I'm
Oh
always
my
feel
gosh.
hard.
Out here they had a club called Silks, and it was specifically for the mature crowd. You couldn't get in unless your ID said 35 and over. And yeah,
So cool.
they were serious. Their gene pool was selective. They were like, no.
Not for the babies. Get out if you have under 55. You need to get out here.
Yeah. But okay, you guys, did you even get a chance to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, the
I see
final
half.
part of the reunion? Did any of you watch this?
I did.
I see a part, but it was so messy. I can't to finish it. I will tell you that I'm sorry. I'll be honest with that. I see a half of reunion. I say no. I can't. I can't. I say no.
Well,
Carlos, please no. I say that in my heart and in my head. I'm alone in my home. I say I can't to finish the show. I say I stop it now.
I feel you, Gabrielle. It was a lot. It was a lot. Now, I'm not sure if your aversion was to a specific thing. For me, myself, the overall attack on Melody from everybody in that space was
Exactly.
and triggering. And there was like nobody. It was like watching a person be in the middle of a pool, drowning,
Is
and
why I stopped.
everybody on the edge of the pool with long sticks, like trying to poke her under.
Exactly.
It was
It's why I stopped.
crazy.
It's why I stop. It's why I stop. It's because I can't to see that it was so violent for me. I stopped because of that. I stopped in the mid. I said no, I can't. Just it's remember me LVP during when LVP wasn't on the reunion when she get out of Beverly's. Everybody rip her. She went on that, but Camille was there and she crying. I had the same emotion. I said I can't. I need to preserve myself and my soul. I said no, I can't. I stopped that. I stopped in the middle of the reunion because it was so violent for me.
Right. Royer, did you see this show? And what did you think? What was your overall take on Love and Marriage Huntsville and this final installment of the reunion?
So overall, Curves, this past week, I kind of rewatched the second part of this reunion, and it changed my perspective a lot. Like, I really love Kimmy and Maurice, but for some reason, I missed a lot of their scenes at the marital counseling retreat.
Yeah,
And Maurice is just as much as a butthole as the rest of his brothers. And
totally.
I was like, oh my God,
Mm.
like what happened? So yeah, I when they came to the reunion, um the energy that Kimmy was giving, I was little thrown back because I was just like, Kimmy, like you have cancer. Like you were
Mm-hmm.
not innocent this season. You played in a lot of the mess that went on. Number one, but also, as far as Mel, I cannot have grace for Mel because, hey, Bianca,
Hello,
um,
Bianca.
Mel
Hello,
came
Bianca.
in, Mel came in very dismissive, and I just felt like she brought a very mean energy to the stage when she came
Mm-hmm.
on, and it just carried through the reunion. So it was giving me a very turned off taste for me for Mel this season. I feel like Mel normally carries her responsibilities very well. This
Mm-hmm.
season, I don't feel like she carried her responsibilities. I feel like she tried to put the camera on everyone else and try to kind of make herself look like the good girl. But when you're falling out with everybody, at some point in time, we have to kind of look at ourselves and maybe question what we may be doing. But I did not like the energy that Kimmy and Maurice was kind of bringing to the stage. It was very like we're perfect and we've done everything that we were supposed to do, and y'all were not perfect, and there were definitely some falls in this season with you all's relationship. Um, did you want me to continue on Curves? I don't want to.
Yeah, continue, continue.
Okay.
I would love to hear this POV continued because
Yes.
while we're off in co-counsel, I'm not subscribing to a lot of your translations this time. So I'm loving
Mm.
hearing it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
And I love when we're on the same spectrum, but I love when we're on opposite spectrum
Yeah.
too. So
See?
yes.
Exactly.
Um uh Tisha and Marceau. So
Oh,
I was done with Tisha when she brought out the props. It was giving
Uh,
Kenya. And I just couldn't deal with it.
can I
So
just say
yeah.
those props look like something she might need to use in her speech therapy sessions?
I forget it. I forget that too. Oh yeah.
I'm like, where did she even get those? They're already made and so cute. Marcel
I
didn't help her
did.
make those. He
Oh
didn't
my
help her make
God.
those.
No, those are
Those
things that you make when you have your alone time so much because your husband is off screwing someone else. That
yeah,
But
was,
to tuck
yeah.
it, to
we
talk
don't
it
have a
out.
proof about
Marceau,
Marceau
she
with
practices what she would say to Marceau when she gets nerve. Marceau, where
hello
have you been in
Samantha.
Africa without me? Tisha, go in the
Yes.
kitchen and
But
make the
I
food.
will tell you that did okay. I need an answer. Did they truly go in Africa? Because you know what, when you go in some place like that, you always influencer. I was on my because I'm not African, but I very well known all the influencer in Africa and on the gossip in African, other part of the continent. I don't see any picture of him. And I will tell that an American black guy in Africa, in any country, you always see Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, all the messages turning. We don't see, I don't see anything about him. Anything. It's why I ask, it's truly goes in Africa? It truly goes in Africa or not? Because I am very doubtful about that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So once she brought out the props, I was done. I think that her claim that male is the definition of what she said, I thought that was very inappropriate. I thought it was a
yeah, like that was
huge
like
stretch,
left field.
like very left field. It was a huge stretch. And it was just very inappropriate. So I do not support. I have feelings about Carlos being so much as playing such a role as a cast member on this reunion.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to learn your job. You're the host. I need you to stay the host. Um, I love that he has a personal relationship with the castmates, but I
Yeah.
think to mix your personal relationship and your hosting job, it was just a little unprofessional to me. And I want, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I want him to do better than Andy. I feel like he's trying to copy Andy, and you
Mhm.
don't need to be a copycat because you are great in who you are.
Right.
So do you.
Right.
Exactly, you are truly, because you know what we see now is he makes the same mistake as Andy. He make exactly the same mistake as Andy, and when I see all the arena, I say, where I see, I we need someone else. We need someone else because it's true. It's too intricate with them like a friend. You can be a
Mm-hmm.
producer. You can be the host in the reunion. You can be all the thing, because we see how Andy now is falling of this, roles, to be a good host. We see
Mm,
now is too intricate with women. And remember, with, it's Potomac, the last reunion, when we have Nicki Minaj, she was a better host like Andy. So we need, maybe Carlos can make a step up.
Yeah. I agree.
I
Sebastian,
agree.
get in on this. Tag in,
Hmm.
Sebastian. You got thoughts? First of
Okay.
all, are we going to get a
Yes, I
first of
do have.
all?
No, you guys are not. Um, and Carlos. I don't like Carlos. We all know he's messy as hell. I disagree wholeheartedly with Voyer, how he was saying that Mel was being dismissive. First of all, it's different. Now you got one. First of all, it's different when you have everyone up against you because they're all relatives. They're all relatives and they're all coming at you. They all have concocted secret stuff, talks bad about you
Right.
in closed doors and everything, throwing shade, throwing dark shade. The true devils in sheep clothing is Destiny herself.
You know
Okay, but
what?
what's
Destiny
that
and
got to do with
Keisha,
Kimmy though?
I'm
Because
gonna have
Kimmy
to.
hasn't done anything to Mel.
No, Kimmy
But
hasn't done anything to Mel, but Maurice has.
But why are
but
you taking that
Mel
out on Kimmy?
But
I'm not
Mel
taking it out on
hasn't
Kimmy.
done anything to any of them that is
Yeah,
evil, which means morally reprehensible, sinful, wicked, evil impulse arising from actual imputed bad character or conduct, a person of evil reputation. She is none of those things. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
No, I definitely heartedly disagree with the comment that was made
Yeah.
from Letitia. Now
But
that
what has
was
she
just
done
but clearly
to
we can see that
anybody?
Letitia.
What has she done to anybody
We can
that they
clearly
are so
see
upset? What has she done?
Letitia's not intelligent. Letitia's not intelligent. She has an issue articulating her degrees through the words that come out of her mouth. She's very dumb. Clearly, we can, as Robin says, this is the difference between college educated and college trained. She was trained in college. She just
Uh-huh.
got the basic stuff, the academic stuff, but never got out with the actual time management, the planning, and all those other skills that you learn in college. That's what I see in Letitia. She thinks
well, that's just
she's
not
better than
Letitia.
everyone.
That's most of America. Hell, if we go talk
No,
about
that's not
that.
most of
How to
America.
act like she's the front person,
She's
but she's
dumb.
not the
She's
front
dumb.
person.
She
You know
lacks
what
a
I
lot of
mean?
street smart.
Whereas
We know
Melanie acts
damn.
like the front person and is the front person.
She's the behind, the real front person. But you don't learn charisma and charm in school and college too. You
Mhm.
you don't learn to speak. You can to learn some skills too, but you can to be naturally charming and charismatic with a college degree.
That is true. And she also, this is another thing that I have with Letitia. She lacks a lot of street smarts. If someone is DMing your husband pictures of their butt, it's most likely because your husband probably liked some of their pictures on their Instagram accounts, and which gave them a go ahead to start throwing them in. Like,
Not to mention that he said it was a girl that he interviewed for a position and he liked it with hearts and said, good snack in the afternoon or whatever it was. Instead
what?
of, as a prospective employer, say this is completely out of line and
Yes.
Inappropriate.
shut it
Exactly.
down. You know what I'm saying? And
What?
then we already talked about how we heard Martell say, did she get the job? I bet that means she did.
Of
Exactly.
course she did. She probably did. And because you know what? She probably used what God gave her between her two legs to get that job too. And he used his too.
Allegedly. Okay.
Allegedly, yes.
We are not
Allegedly.
sure. Allegedly.
That is
Allegedly.
crazy. Now, what did you think about the whole Melody thing? Did you think that Melody was ganged up on? Or did you think
Yes.
that,
Yes.
yeah, so it's 3-1, Royer.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
3-1.
I don't think Melody was ganged up on. I mean, Kimmy did not have an issue with Melody. Melody came out there with an issue with Kimmy because of a radio interview. Girl, we could have handled that off camera. So my thing was because this was the thing. You came to set with this issue, which means you've been holding on to this. Why are you holding on to this issue? Why?
Well, listen, I'm gonna say this.
What issue? I don't know
Kimmy,
what you're talking
Kimmy,
about.
From the
can I
from the
say
radio
something?
interview. Remember when she said she was upset with Maurice and Kimmy because of the radio interview? My
Can I
thing
say
is,
something?
Mel claims to be this person that she's forgiving. She moves on. She doesn't hold on to stuff. So if you had such an issue with what was said on the radio, why you didn't pick up the phone, call Maurice and Kimmy? Hey, I thought that was inappropriate what you said. But no, instead you held on to that for however long until you got to the reunion and came out with this nasty attitude. That is my only frustration with Mel. Even with everybody else having their issues and feeling pinned up against and all of this, she was the only one that came out on the set from the jump with the stank nasty attitude. Even with Carlos as the host of the show, your boss, unexcusable. I didn't like it when Nene did it, and I'm not gonna like it when Mel did it. So it's a no for me.
First of all, I want to say this. I want to say this about the Mel situation and Kimmy. Kimmy, I'm putting Kimmy in the amount of people who are against Mel. Kimmy was just present. She was neutral. She had no say. So she didn't say anything. She's just present. She voted present. Everyone else voted against Mel. That's my take on it.
But my
So
problem was
excluding
she took
Kimmy.
out her anger on Kimmy as well too, and Kimmy didn't do nothing to you.
But her man's did.
But that's your man. That don't have nothing to do with Kimmy. That don't have nothing to do. Kimmy.
I thought, because I remember last time when y'all were defending Wendy Osefo, y'all were saying Wendy has the right to say she don't have any beef with men. So everything has to be stand between women. So yes, Mel did do the right thing because she don't have beef with men. She talks to their wives, period.
But you did have a beef with a man. You had a problem with what Maurice said. Kimmy didn't say that. Maurice said that.
But what did
Take it
Maurice
out
say?
on Maurice.
He said that Kimmy and Mel were not real best friends in real life. They're not. Y'all are not. And you know that. Exactly. So what was the purpose of Mel being upset? Why were you upset?
I didn't.
She was like, I feel like I've been there. I've been there for Kimmy, especially during her sickness, and I've reached out and da 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 da. Okay, the question was asked: is Mel your best friend? No, Mel is not your best friend. Y'all don't talk every single day. Y'all, you guys.
I never thought they were best friends.
Exactly, but that was my point. Mel came out on the stage with this attitude and frustrated at Kimmy and Maurice for some stupid stuff. So that's what my real issue is. You came at everybody, especially people who you didn't have no beef with, or your attitude was there. And I just wish that her attitude I could have received what Mel was saying better had her attitude been better from jump. Literally from jump, she just had a negative, nasty attitude. And you can't walk into a room expecting people to hear you out with this negative, nasty energy. You just can't.
Listen, I'm going to say this. Mel.
Well, for me, I'll speak for me. I'm sorry.
Maurice, there was a better way for Maurice to answer that question. Because the radios and stuff like that want you to be messy. But you got to be like, you know what? Mel has really been there for Kimmy throughout this whole time with her diagnosis and etc. You didn't have to answer, oh no, they're not best friends. Like, that's when you want to bring mess. You say stuff like that. But when you want to be heartful and have a heart, as he says, have a heart, you say that she's been around to help Kimmy a lot of times throughout her diagnosis. That's it. That's all we gotta say.
Okay, you remember that the next time somebody asks you about some stuff, and you make sure you give the nicest, politest answer for whatever it may be.
Hey, Corey, what
I
do you
will
have
if I'm going
to
to.
add to the conversation, sis?
Hey, hello everyone.
Hi.
Warrior,
Hello.
I love you, my lovely. I love you, and I'm so proud. I have to disagree with everything. Just
Thank
Mel
you.
came. Oh,
Oh, wait.
Carlos?
Are you breaking
Mel,
up, or is it my
You're breaking up,
VPN?
Corey.
No,
You're
she's
breaking
breaking up
up.
because
Can
I
you
didn't
hear
hear
me?
what she said.
Mel is just not. Is Carlos's business partner. Mel created the show. Mel is an executive producer.
Mel and Martell.
Exactly. Well, no, Mel is the executive producer, not Martell.
Martell's under executive EP credits.
But she has more to do with the show than he does.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
like
course. 'Cause she brings
she
the
shopped
drama.
it and everything. He was
Exactly.
along for the ride. She shopped it. He was along for the ride. He encouraged.
Exactly. Like he's always in long for the ride, right?
Yeah.
But
He's a great cheerleader.
This has just come out. I don't know if you said anything about it yet, Curves. I don't know if you've heard it, but Mel's team has come out and she's holding no punches anymore. She's not protecting Martell anymore. She's not protecting Carlos anymore. She is through. Okay. She's through. Her people said that she's not holding any punches. She's not going to hold any punches anymore. She's letting it all hang out. And I think this means this could be her last season. And I don't blame her because every last person on that stage had an agenda except for Kimmy.
Right.
To come after Kimmy and Kiki. Had to come after Melody.
That is true.
Even Tiffany.
And I feel like
Tiffany
did it.
Little side eye. Tiffany didn't, but I still side eye Tiffany because
Kimmy did it in a roundabout way because Kimmy helped get Mark on the show, who came after her mother, Miss Van. So I feel like it wasn't straight to Melody, but her mom, like that's Melody. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
true.
I feel like
That
she
is
has her little ways. And I want to not say anything negative about her because I know she's healing, but she's making it hard. She's making it hard for me to not just be like, were you always evil? You know,
Melody?
Like, Kimmy.
Oh, Kimmy?
Yeah.
Kimmy is a wishy-washy. She's one of them wishy-washy, I want to straddle the fence type people. But they had a mission except for Kiki to come after this woman.
Kiki was not with it.
Realize is if she leaves the show, where is it going after that?
Yes, if
you'll have Love and Marriage DC, just like Love and Marriage Huntsville, will be nowhere.
Yes, because if Mel quitting the job, quitting the show, while her husband is staying on the show, if she is calling Love and Marriage, not Love and Single.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So let me ask this.
I feel like everybody's looking the wrong direction. As a creator and VP, I'm feeling like if they already got rid of Wanda, the other people adjacent to Wanda may not be as safe as they've been purporting to be. And perhaps what if Melody has the ultimate turnabout and is the last one standing, and they're the ones out on their ears? Because what are they giving besides attacking her?
But remember, we can make maybe a comparison with the case of LVP in Beverly. She was a producer too, LVP in Beverly's show, but she quitting because she was set up, and she said, I can't take the fact to be bullied like that. I lost my mom, I lost my brother, and she quit. Mel, she
Yeah.
can quit because I'm sorry, I quit I cut off the show to think that happened to her because I can't to deal with that, and I'm just seeing a show. I'm not on it. She was maybe doing so much hour during this reunion because we have three parts of reunion because we don't see everything. Three parts, and she under that during three sequence of filming. I say no. And she had her husband doing it. I don't know what we don't know with who, everything like that, allegedly. So we can't. I can't. No, if I was with, taking care of my mental health, I can stay on the show, no matter what's producer. It's true. I will get out of this place.
I don't know. I would stick around for what's mine, but then again, I'm scrappy on 3 days a week. Ha! Well, with anyone that contains payday, I'm a little scrappy. Anyone that contains intellectual property, I get a little scrappy. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have fought the way Mariah fought over there in Married to Medicine. Like I still am like
Mariah fought hard.
You know what I mean?
Hard.
I am
Yes,
like
but it
mind
was very
blown
hard.
how that happened when the lady from Southern Charm, as we know, did the same concept, and she's the conceptor of that show. She's not only still on it, but retained all rights. So I'm not sure what happened and why it's not like a uniform distribution of contractual packages
It
across the
depends.
board in the YouTube sphere where people are able to bring an idea to them and retain all their rights. It only happened once so far, and hey, so
You know what it is. Curves, you know what it's about, don't you?
yeah,
You know what it's about.
like it was because hey, it only happened to a sister so far. That's what I'm saying. So it needs to be uniform. LVP didn't lose nothing. Southern Charm didn't lose nothing. And isn't there another one?
Southern Charm is good.
Oh yeah, there's a spinoff of Southern Charm.
No,
Yeah.
Southern Hospitality, but Southern Charm is not going. I don't think it's going back because the main star Catherine was fired, and now she's doing OnlyFans.
Well, hey, that's what happens. She had her own issues too. That whole Southern Charm thing, they're a little crazy down there.
But
They're a little
she was the
crazy.
main star on the show. She was
But
one of
wasn't
the
she like
main.
in and out of stuff? Well, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
Yes,
As far as Love and Marriage Huntsville, we agree to disagree. Well, so far it's 4-1 that Melody was ganged up on.
yes.
Royer is sticking to his guns. I love 10 Toes Down. 10
Yeah.
Toes
That's why
Down.
you gotta
You
love
know what
him.
that means? We need to party about that. All right.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. Okay.
We need
Yay.
a retreat.
Oh,
yeah.
We need a retreat from NAFTA.
10 Toes Down time, Royer. I love it. Stand in your truth, man. Celebrate that.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay. I love it.
But I still love Mel, and I believe whether or not Mel stays or goes, that she is going to be successful wherever she goes because she has the willpower and the drive to be successful, and she's got 4 children pushing her to keep it going. So
Yeah.
hats off to
And
her,
also,
seriously, in real life.
mind you this as well, Mel also, wherever she leaves, will most likely go to fire. Wherever she leaves as well, because with that willpower, she carries a weight.
Yeah, millimeters, the millimeters or the millimeters, as her brother likes to call them. Thank you.
Make sure y'all don't forget about her
Right.
movie is on Tubi, y'all.
Oh,
Mel's movie is on Tubi. It's called The Dollhouse.
oh yeah, it looks cute. It looks really cute. Yes, I did hear that Martell wants coleslaw on the show. He went to Carlos allegedly and was like, I want to show my whole life, co-parenting and everything. And that includes coleslaw. And Carlos was like, not today and not tomorrow either. And
Mhm.
he is too volatile and she talked way too much stuff. And especially now that she brought in Mama Oprah into her latest shenanigans, talking about Oprah personally is using her image and likeness as far to get ratings off of her. Okay.
What?
Oh,
Girl,
Yeah.
get out of here.
He's like Oprah own. She's tagging
She's smoking the
everybody.
same crack that Martell been smoking all these years,
Yeah,
so of course she
like
gonna
they are
take that.
way big for their britches. Speaking of Martell, did you guys hear that after the reunion, when he was sitting there trying not to cry about how much he still loves Melody, that Sheree unfollowed him on social media, and I went and checked, and they don't follow each other. I don't know if they ever did because he only follows 44 people, and not even Melody made the list. So
Oh,
So I don't
Hey,
know if she was ever like, if it was ever like that, but somebody pointed out that specifically after that, they noticed she wasn't following him anymore. And so, yeah, about that. Anything else from that?
Allegedly, Martel had a fight with Kenya, I think, on the next season of Atlanta we see. Because
Yeah.
Kenya, she
oh
said
yeah.
that.
Didn't he
At
try
her
to
birthday
get her
party.
first or something? Did he try to get her first or something? Something happened. Something
She
happened.
was.
He said she
I
had a
think he
fight.
got up in Kenya's space at
oh,
Sheree's birthday party.
Oh,
No,
what
they
did
were
he try to
saying
get
that
at
she
her?
used to. He tried to date her first, and
Yeah,
she
he tried
turned
to
him
get at her,
down
you guys.
because he was. She was talking to Mark or one of them other guys at the time, and
Mm.
that's when Sheree came along. And so he, yeah. hmm
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and anybody else? So Tisha, Kimmy, the no,
Destiny,
Stormy, Destiny.
Oh, yes, Destiny. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Curves. Can I talk? I'm sorry.
Okay, go for it, Royer. You
Okay.
guys,
Um,
Royer has a channel in these YouTube streets. It's spelled just
Mm-hmm.
like you see it here, Royer's World. You be sure and go over there and check him out. Serving up some great live, love, laugh kind of positive, upbeat content. You know, the stuff to counteract all the other stuff going on in the world. So,
mhm.
like I said earlier, as you speak, so shall it be. And he's all about positivity. So it's good over there. Give him a follow, subscribe, do what you do, hit the things over there, and be part of his community. Go ahead, Royer.
Thank you, Curves. Listen, Destiny, she's another one with that attitude that I just can't tolerate. It's just always so nasty and negative. I can never receive anything that she's saying. I love, though, I do love that her and Stormy have fixed whatever they had going on, and it looks like that they're back in good standing. Excuse me. Looks like they're back in good standings. Stormy has some work to do. Stormy is not reality TV savvy at all. And I need her to learn some reality TV skills. I feel like
mm.
she is giving her real self and it's coming off very unattractive. So I need you to give your real stuff but put some attraction onto it. Um and I could be saying that wrong, but there's just something that I
Yeah,
need.
like what has she done that is
She
rubbing you the wrong way, that is grating you, that is chapping your hide, that's fingernails on your chalkboard, Royer? What
I
she
feel like
do?
I feel like she takes things too personal.
Oh yeah, a little chip over here. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like she takes things too personal, and it's not that deep, boo. It's really not, especially for your first season.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
For
we
your
don't
first
even
Exactly.
know
season.
you. We don't even know you.
Yeah. We don't, and I want to get to know more of Stormy, but the chips that she is carrying on her shoulders is just a
Yeah,
turn
she has
off.
chips on her shoulder, you guys.
Yeah.
She has
Yes, Curse. Yes.
I can't. can't.
But
I
yeah, she
can't.
is just carrying a chip on her shoulder, and it's a complete turn off. And then I have questions. Where was her husband? Because I love the fact that Carlos tried to point out that Destiny was sitting by herself on the couch with a pillow sitting next to her. But Stormy
Where's
was as
Courtney?
well too.
Yeah, where's
Yeah.
Courtney?
Where was he at? So I was
I
like
like
kind of
Courtney.
side eyeing that out of the corner of my eye too, like, where? Um, so I did not see Lewis's and Tiffany's scene because I had some running around to do. But
I had to
The
rewind it
shade.
just in case I missed something to tell y'all, and I didn't miss nothing.
The
we're
shade.
pregnant, and yeah, they didn't like how Dr. What's his name? The
Francis.
counselor treated. Thank you. They didn't like how Dr. Francis treated them, and they feel like that they're still kind of the black sheep of the show. So, but there was an interview done by her this week, so it changed my perspective about her and gave me a different viewpoint. So, it put a little liking on me for Tiffany. I'm still gonna throw the baby shower gift on the driveway and keep it pushing, but
Oh,
you know.
the driveway Royer.
Now that's wrong. That's wrong. Oh no, that's
Oh my
wrong.
gosh. Good commentary, Royer. Who's next?
Oh wow.
Next.
Okay, not Tiffany. Stormy needs to do some self introspection and some intensive therapy. She's
Thank
not ready for this.
you. You
She's
took the
not
words right
ready
out of
for
my
this
mouth.
world, because
Mm-mm.
if she had been, she wouldn't have posted some of the things she's posted. She wouldn't be going after people in the comments. She
It's giving
I think she's
Candace.
too.
It's giving Candace.
No, it's not giving
Remember when
Candace.
Candace started? Candace used to go back to
She
fans
did
all the
No.
time
It's
too.
not giving Candace.
It's worse than Candace.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
she needs intensive
Oh.
therapy. Candace is a stunted person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Candace is one of
Stormy
my names.
needs.
Wait, this is a candy zone. What are you talking about, Candace? What?
Candace is she's
You
has
mean in
arrested
Potomac?
development.
You mean in the Potomac?
Candace has arrested development. Emotionally,
Oh.
she's arrested development. She's not
No.
30. She's not a 30-some-year-old woman. That's not how she acts emotionally.
Oh.
She's still a child,
Candace
especially when
needs
she get around
intensive
that
therapy
mama.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
okay.
don't agree
So
with that.
we can I'm totally team Candace too over here. Thank you.
I mean, I love Candace
I'm not
too,
We're
but
gonna get to Potomac, so I'll save it. I'll save my
Yeah,
rebuttal.
we'll
It's
save
a
it.
problem. But for Stormy, I think because she's not, used to this world. She doesn't know this world. I'm sorry, if I go in this kind of show, I will maybe think like a Stormy. And I was very fully disappointed because she's acting like a true person on people they used to be fake on the show. So she doesn't choose on the behind scene. I'm sorry, but Giselle, we can speak of Potomac like that. But Giselle, she doesn't be on social media because she say it's just a job. She take a job, she doing a job, and after that she go back in house. And Stormy, she was maybe like a Candace in the first season, but Candace, she was an artist, she was trained to, and she had her way to do things. But I think Stormy, she doesn't have any problem. She reacts like a normal person with a not used normal situation, Because if I see comments about me saying you are so that, you are so that, I will react. Because I'm saying, but no, it's not true. I'm not like that. It's just editing. It's just images. Remember, she is a CEO of, multi-millionaire company. She was very successful. Stormy, it's like that. I'm not sure, but her company was very successful. So she knew to take responsibility. She knew to work. But to be in TV show and to treat with the fans on social media, I'm sorry, you need to have a mental like a Navy SEALs. You can't do that. For my part, I'm not very soft and sweet person. I'm very tough. I have a tough job, but I can deal with people like that on social media. It's impossible to me because I say, no, too much violence, too much that. I always try to tell them, I'm not like that. I will try really like her. And Candice too. So I'm sorry, I'm like LRGA. Team Candice, Team Stormy, because Stormy, she make money outside of the show and she was very successful. So, in fact, this situation, it's just for me dysfunctional.
Mm-hmm.
It's my vision of Stormy.
Yeah, a lot of dysfunction all through our reality stuff. I mean, hey,
Mhm.
I feel like part of the test of the simulation with Jerry Springer being, added to our equation was like, oh, how much will they stand? Will they consider as entertainment in this reality realm? You know what I mean? And then so to be brought up on Jerry Springer, it's all dysfunction at this
Mhm.
point. All of it. Everybody's arrested in their development
Mhm.
because as a society, it's become normal to stunt our emotional growth and hide our light and our talents and put all of that to the side and not go for ourselves before we go for something else in the name of fitting into society with their jobs and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We could go there
Mhm.
later on, but I hear what all y'all are saying. Sebastian, did you have thoughts?
Yes, I have thoughts on the Stormy and Tiffany. Um, Stormy, I've always said this. She comes off as ghetto on the show. She does come off as ghetto. Every time someone has said that, people get dragged, but I'm not afraid to say it. She does come off as ghetto. But at this reunion, our views changed on Stormy. We saw that she is very not what she portrays on TV, and which is the problem. I feel Stormy needs to cut back, and as Corey said, she does need therapy. She also needs to know how to control her emotions and don't get mad when someone calls her sweetie or stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I'm like, really? So Sweetie is the new
Like a
yacht?
trigger for her. It's like a new
Like,
trigger for her. That's the
yeah,
thing.
that's not,
That's what
yeah,
Stormy needs to
that's,
work on herself.
yeah.
Tiffany, I actually like Tiffany all of a sudden. I actually really didn't. I used to think she was just Mel's lapdog, even though I like Mel. Um,
Yeah,
Tiffany
me too.
really, that interview she did with Deepa, she really did. So she's likable. She's very likable and
Hmm.
reasonable. And one thing is, I realize why she doesn't really bring anything to the show like that, because she knows she has a brand and a big company to protect.
Yeah.
Something that some housewives, I'm not going to name them before I get jumped at, need to learn how to do.
Mhm. But then
Mhm.
also, why come on if you're not going to be transparent? And then if you know that you're holding back, why get mad when your co-star Kimmy is constantly like, "Where's your transparency?" And you're like, we are." But the whole time you know that you're holding back because you got a job in tech, it's not adding up to the 19. I don't know.
Mhm. Who got a
Okay.
job in tech? I missed that.
Um, she's in STEM. She does
She's in,
like
yeah, Tiffany. Tiffany's in
Tiffany Whitlow.
STEM.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's in
Well,
Mhm.
STEM.
Yeah.
why didn't she just say that?
Yeah,
Then
why
that
does
would be interesting to put
I
on
don't think she
TV.
wants. I don't think she wants own
Miss Curves.
Oh,
to
right
take a
on,
percentage
Natasha.
out of.
Hello, darling.
I don't think she wants own to take a
Hello.
percentage out of her. I don't think she wants own to take a percentage out of her profits.
Huh.
That's why Tiffany probably does not say anything about her brand.
Oh. Yeah, because she's in a startup still trying to get money, right?
I love you
Oh,
guys.
I
I have a
love
meeting
you
at
too.
four
Oh, love
o'clock.
you, Rare.
Thank you,
Love
Royer, for
you.
coming through. You guys be sure and check out Royer's channel. All right,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Yay.
POD. Thanks for coming through. You guys know what? I forgot to tell you guys. Corey, freaking sis
Huh?
Corey, Lola Lane, she got it right there. You can see her in these YouTube streets at Lola Lane. They have such a good time
Mhm.
over there. They are reading the riot acts and all kind of everything else. And we always talk about it and talk about it so well. Lola, her co-host, is Larry Real. Okay, it's like so much fun over there. She's like beyond hilarious with her reality, and I love their POV. They, I love it. You guys go over there, check them out, give them a sub, smash their buttons, show them some support. Lola Lane in these YouTube streets. All right, who was next? Natasha.
Oh my
Today
God,
we're talking
I'm
about
so
Love and Marriage
late.
Huntsville. We're talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, darling. We were down, we had already done Melody, Tisha, Kimmy, Carlos, Martel, Marceno, and Maurice. And now we were on to Stormy, Destiny, and Tiffany because they're kind of like a combo pack.
hmm I guess like skip me on this one because like I'm not as good at with the I didn't see the last one yet. I thought you
Oh,
were talking
okay.
about the others. I
Yeah,
got
no, no,
excited.
no. We were, you know what? We are so crazy. We started with this one and we're still here. We're going on to next, though. Any other thoughts on the Huntsville season reunion? Any
You,
thoughts?
What is the date for the next season of the Love and Marriage Huntsville? Because now the reunion is finished
Uh-huh.
and Atlanta was filmed. Was it doing when the beginning of the next, filming season for Love and Marriage Huntsville? Because it's always very near now.
Yeah. Let's
When is
see.
he doing the filming?
Wasn't that just season 5? Yeah, that
Yes,
was season 5. So let's see if season 6. Did they
because
even get contracts yet?
if they already filming, it's in that case all the contracts are already signed.
Scheduled for 2023. Season 6 of Owns. Here, let's share this. Hey, what's good? You good?
I'm here.
You good? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna share this screen. Let's see what it says over here. I don't like big old ads. Get off there. Let me scoot down. Okay, what's it say? Collective, Love and Marriage, Huntsville, 2023. In January is DC.
So they're already filming now.
Yeah, but we didn't hear anything.
I tell you that Carlos doesn't, because I remember they always don't have so much time between the seasons. So
yeah, they film all the time. Their seasons are
All the
so
time,
long.
yeah. 33 freaking episodes, you
I
guys.
wonder how long they film. Like for probably like 9 months.
You know, if they're getting paid, they should be getting paid. I hope they're getting paid at least $50,000 an episode. That would be
Right?
nice for
yes,
30
They
because
episodes. That would be good
I
money.
remembering the last season we don't have any moment of off.
right?
Yes,
Oh, that was so refreshing.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they're never gonna let Mel or Coleslaw on because if Mel's executive producer, that would be they can't disrespect the executive producer, you know.
yes. The season since it's scheduled when now it's going
But it's
be
almost like they do like 2 seasons of Real Housewives worth in every one season.
Yeah. Well, you know, Housewives are up to
no.
a good 22 episodes. They're up
It's,
to a good,
Only
yeah,
sometimes.
they're
Sometimes they
almost,
stop at like 14 randomly, and you're like, "What?"
well, yeah, only for like the new ones.
True.
Like Salt Lake City, they're not doing 22. Did they do 22?
They did last year because they were at episode 11 when Jen just got arrested. They were only
yes.
half, and so they had like 11. Yeah, so they had
Yes,
a
I don't
lot
know
last
about
year.
that.
But this year, they're not even like. I don't like how they didn't tell us why the reunion wasn't on.
For
Like
which
last
one?
week for Salt Lake, I'm like, hello,
It's
why aren't you guys on?
it's because they are trying to make a deal with Jensha and Andy to make an interview, and Jensha she said no, and I think maybe she's gonna be Jensha she said no. I don't go with Andy. I think she tried maybe to have an interview with someone else, and
Well,
she have a big check.
Well, she said
more.
no at first because then her lawyer wouldn't let her talk about it. But then all of a sudden she had a picture and she's like, look, I'm getting ready. Stay tuned. And then all of a
Yes,
sudden,
I think she's doing an interview, but not now. She's just waiting to have the green light of her lawyer.
but does
No.
any of us care what she has to say?
I think
Not
now
Read
it's
a word of
possible.
it. I don't want to hear anything else.
I don't care.
No,
Like, she's already lied
yeah,
50,000 times
yeah.
about this issue. Like,
The
we don't
I
reason
agree
why
care.
with Shan. I agree
But
with Shan.
now
Comment.
she's more free to speak. Allegedly, she's more free to speak because now she has sentencing and she need to make money to pay the people. So maybe it's gonna be win-win for people if she had money
she's
and
not
she make
actually,
money.
yeah, she's not actually free to speak. The judge can go back and adjust her sentencing if he doesn't like what she says in the media.
Yeah, she still
Yes.
can't.
It's
She has to
not
play it
permanent. Her
safe.
sentencing is not permanent. The judge can arbitrarily decide to up it or take away some time.
Yeah, if he feels that she's being disrespectful or making a mockery of the victims or anything regarding the case, he can be like, oh, that's funny. Well, we're going to tack on a few more years. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Is that only until she starts serving, or even after she starts
I
serving?
think
More time.
just
As soon as she walks over that threshold over the jail is when her sentence becomes permanent.
So she was really afraid that she would implicate herself further, not that they would portray her lies, but that her lies would be recorded.
Yep.
But she had a deal for a book allegedly. She had a PR agency and she allegedly signed a deal for a book.
She can't write. They won't allow her to write a book. Her
She
sentencing.
can make a book of maybe.
They won't?
No, she can't. She can't make a book.
I feel
It's in
like
her
she should make a
sentencing.
book and give people back their money from the profit.
She
can't profit from this at all. They made
Not
sure
her
she can't profit from this at all.
All the proceeds, like make her.
They won't allow in sentencing.
Yeah, because
curves,
it's
they
too
say she
hard
can't.
to control that, like where the funds go. So they're just like, sorry, you just can't do it all together.
Yes, but she can make a book about her, mental health issue. She can make a book to be a housewife, and it depends what she said in the book. If she doesn't speak about the story, and she speaks just about her mental health issue, when she was young, she was a housewife. She obliterates this part and say now, maybe she make one page and say, I make those things maybe for a reason, and after that she can sell a book. It's possible, but she can speak about the story of why she's in jail. But she can speak about that after when she's coming out. And I think maybe she's just doing 3 years, not more and not much. She's maybe doing the half of her sentence because she's not going in jail. She's going in jail like a rehab too for mental issue and addiction. So
yeah, she's required to go to a mental health facility afterwards.
Her lawyer has that, so she's gonna
And
be
she's
on
trying
the
to do an
40.
RDAP program to redact her sentencing, to redact a year off of her sentencing.
I just recently watched her casting video and how Coach was in there.
Oh my God! Yeah, Coach was a whole different man.
I think Coach
has
tricked
been
us.
Fronting. Coach
has tricked us,
y'all.
We've been bamboozled by Coach, y'all.
Oh my gosh, where's that clip? Where can I find that clip, Natasha?
I forget where it was. I just saw it today.
I should have recorded that when I saw it. I think I favorited it or something. I could call my son.
He was like, my wife, she just shot salt. It's like, Coach.
Oh my gosh, he didn't talk all like this and so reserved. And
nope, he was like kind of sassy.
He was just as hypey as her.
Yep.
No, he
I'm like,
can be very
what personality
fun.
is this?
Yes.
No, he can be fun guy. I think he can be very fun guy, but when it was a dark time and tough time, he'd be very serious because he knew he was a lawyer to remember in 14.
No, but we're talking about 3 years worth of filming him and never seeing this side of his personality.
Because he doesn't want to show that.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to show that. He doesn't want at all because he was on the coach mode. He was not very much with her, what we see, and she was complaining about that. And he was very on this coach mode with these young kids, everything like that. So I think I can be a fun guy on TV like that. It's not good for my credibility.
Yeah, well, it was a different personality, and it came off just watching that how inauthentic they both can be. And I feel just like intuitively that he knew more, and he's capable of acting away and being a totally different way. So that's
He
just
can be fun with people when he was very intimate. It's possible.
Well,
I
I'll
don't
be
think
willing to give him that,
you
and we'll
you
talk about that another time.
yes.
Let's get into the Real Housewives of Potomac, you guys. The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Oh
It's
my
they're
gosh.
coming on again tomorrow. And in last week's
I was
episode, the
cute. A
lady
content guy calls it Patenko.
Potomac.
okay. You know what? I say one thing. I was shocked with Karen when the way she speaks to Ashley. I was so shocked. It's not this is episode that, but it's the other episode too. I say Karen, she was on one mode to everybody during the trip. She don't get, she get people. She make the bunch of the people with her words. She was best like at all. I was so surprised. It's so much time I don't see her like that.
Karen's a Taurus. When you back us in a corner, we'll take all y'all on.
She was savage. Sebastian, do you remember when Karen goes to against Ashley, and after that she goes to Robin too?
Yeah, like we'll take it,
Karen don't
but
play.
then but like when she went off, like it's a typical, like I just see as a typical Tars the way when she lost it, because we lose it sometimes because we'll take a lot, we'll be stoked for a lot, we'll try to play the high road, but it's just like a bull. If you piss the bull off, eventually we're going to charge at you, but then we're going to go back to eating grass and like frolicking around, you know what I mean? And we might feel bad about it.
She said so much hard thing to Robin, and after, before that she said very hard thing to Ashley. She said, yes, let your man on you to have a true kid like that. And I say,
because it's just crazy
and
to be sitting here in front.
football.
Imagine just sitting in front of all these people that are completely full of shit, right? And they have the nerve to attack you, and attack you like hard at who you are as a person, family, everything that's important to you. And these are the most flawed, like full of shit people you ever meet in your life. It's like the nerve.
The literal nerve of it all, right?
Yeah, it's like it's insane.
Even.
I'd be like, what in the Twilight Zone is going on, Robin? Are we serious? Because I could whip out a listen 0.5, but I've been trying to be a bigger person for your sake. But you're really pushing it. Like, we could go there, and that's basically what she's saying. And no, Robin keeps pushing and pushing and pushing, because at the end of the day, Robin has a loyalty to Giselle. Why couldn't I say that? To Giselle. Why was that so hard to say? Probably because she's like a Bad News Bears, and God doesn't want me saying it. I'm just kidding.
God never lies.
Right? But she has a loyalty to her because ultimately Giselle keeps her having a job. Because how else would she manage to keep a job for this long on this phony narrative? Completely phony, to the point where there isn't a person on this earth that really believes it.
Right. And for so long, she playing in our face for all this time.
I think Andy is even over it too, because when I saw him on that,
he seemed
Watch
over
What Happens
it a couple years ago.
Well, it was. Did you see that one when she actually looked really pretty, and she was with Giselle, and they were like, someone asked, "Are you getting married?" And she was like trying to be coy and be like, "Stay tuned," and Andy like couldn't even deal. He was just like, "Okay, enough. You're not getting married this season, so stop." And Rob was just like, and kind of like stumbling on her words, because it's getting crazy. It's getting annoying. Like, how dumb do you think everyone is? I don't know.
Right. Whew. Hey,
Q, I just talked about you.
You just talked about me?
I said how you call it Patenka.
Patenka. Real Housewives of Patenka. Hey, Curves, everybody.
What's good? Welcome to the Curvy crew. You're a content creator?
Yes.
Oh, look, you guys. Q is in the house. Check
He
him
has
out
this
in these YouTube
hilarious.
streets.
You have a
He's a
visitor in the back.
content guy spelled just like this. Check him out. Smash his buttons. Give him a sub. Go
He has
through
a
and do what
hilarious
you
show
do.
with
All
his
right.
like best friend that they do, and it's just like basically you're watching them have like a phone call, and they're just like making fun of everything that happens, and they are hilarious.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. What do you have to add to the conversation, Q?
First of all, let me say this, Curves. I've been watching your channel for a minute, and congrats on everything that's happening for you. I saw your interview with Dr. Heavenly.
Oh, right on.
So
I
congrats,
love her.
congrats for all that.
Right on. Hey, let's dance about it, you guys.
Where did Gabby go?
It's Saturday, y'all.
Did Gabby
21st
bounce?
day of the
Where
new
did she
year,
go?
you guys. Come on. Thanks, Q, for
No
coming
problem.
through. Natasha, Sebastian, everybody in the chat. Smash the buttons. Let's make it happen. All right. Okay. That was a quick dance break. Thank you. Okay, Q, what do you have to say?
I pretty much, I mean, me and Natasha normally on the same page when it comes to housewives. I just, first of all, I saw something online which I don't believe this for a second. Somebody posted that because the reunion filmed Thursday, and somebody posted that Robin and that Karen decided that Karen was very mute. She didn't say anything. She didn't have any energy for anybody. She was very quiet, and everybody was ganging up on her, and she kept deflecting. I, for a second, do not believe. I can believe she probably didn't feel like arguing with Giselle, but I don't believe for a second that she wasn't letting the other girls have it. So I don't believe that for a second. I also learned from my best friend, her cousin does Giselle's makeup, unfortunately. And I learned that this season, a lot of the reasons Giselle looked the way she looked, what outside of the normal, was because
Somebody was mad at her.
Bravo did not want to pay the cousin the money to do the makeup, so Giselle had to come out of pocket for multiple, for a couple episodes. That's why when you saw her looking, anytime you said, "Oh, Giselle looks good today," that's because she had people helping her out. The times that she didn't look good, you was like, she didn't want to pay for the money, so she was being very cheap, and Bravo was being cheap. They didn't want to pay them. So it goes back to when everybody's like, why don't they have the same budget as Atlanta? Well, yeah, they don't. For some reason, they don't believe in Potomac as much as they believe in Atlanta, and I'm not sure why. But now that that's out the way, Robin can go, Giselle can stay, Robin can go, Mia can go. I saw a clip from tomorrow's episode. I kind of side-eye Candace a little bit because it's like, how are you?
Yeah, I did too. I'm like,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
When they were sitting at the table and she was saying what Karen was saying, and then she kind of agreed with Giselle
Right?
a little bit. I'm like, why are you still sitting here with this person who tried to Me Too your husband, who made up this lie about your husband, and you're still trying to be cool with this group of girls? These are not the popular girls. This is not the cool table. I don't understand why. And I'm just like, I don't get it. Robin brings absolutely nothing to the show except for bad fashion and lesbian ways. She brings nothing else to the show. Mia is a loser. She's broke. She doesn't nobody's checking for Mia. Everybody those two and Charisse, they can go. They bring nothing to the show. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I side-eyed
I
Candace too when I
agree.
saw her, because she was talking about her as Karen, and they did Karen dirty with that clip of the toilet flushing too. I was like, what in the? And then, but Candace, yeah, she had like this look like where she was like kind of like joining in. I'm like, this is what I mean. Like, Candace, I'm rooting for you. You won me over this season, but what are you doing?
Right.
What do you think, guys?
I feel like I love Candace. She's doing great. Kern is serving the girls. I don't feel like she's holding back as much as I feel like she could.
Yeah.
I don't, but you're right. She's not really just forward attacking Giselle. Like, Giselle's the problem. Everybody knows Giselle's the problem.
Right.
Why isn't my thing zooming? But oh, there we go. I was touching in the wrong place. There we go. This seating chart is so weird to me.
I know.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me because I'm like, why do you have Candace next to why do you have Candace next to Robin and then also next to Karen? Because I mean, she did say what she
That
said
does
about
not make
Karen.
any sense, right?
Yeah, she did
Like
say what she
all
said
of
about
those
Karen.
people on that side of the couch were basically fighting with the people on that side of the couch. Aren't they supposed to like face off or something?
Yeah, because I'm like, how do you have Karen next to Andy, but then on the same couch with Robin? So they pretty much had to yell over Candace to get at each other. That doesn't make any sense.
I almost think it's fake because it's so bad.
I don't know if it's fake though.
I don't think so. I think it might be real.
Because it says part 1 there, so that could be like a revised one, and they can just be like, "Oops, we revised it. Haha, kept you on your toes."
Well, when he did that live, he said, "So, Grand Dame," and then he said to the other side, "So, Giselle." So, unless they were just sitting there during a break, at least those first 2 chairs might be them. I don't think Wendy deserves an end chair.
I don't
Just
either.
because they made her, but in their minds, hey, you know who ends up on the end is usually out. So for her to end up on the end after they
If they let
ostracize
Robin
her,
stay and Wendy
yeah,
goes, I
right.
will like never
I'll
watch the show
boycott
again.
for real. I don't care.
I'm
Wendy
for
has
real
been
done.
on the end years ago too. Her first season, she was on the end.
Right, and
Last
that's why I
season,
was
she
so
was
glad
next
she
to.
worked her way to the top.
Last
But,
season,
you
she
know.
was next. I think she last season. Where was she? She was next
Last
to
season,
Was she
Andy.
next to Andy?
She was next to Andy last season.
But she got that spot because she claimed to have like Monique style receipts, and then I think it kind of made it was very anticlimactic, and so I think it
She
made
had no
Andy
Monique
mad.
style receipt. Okay, Monique had the best receipt out of Potomac. I'm still giving it more to Monique.
No,
Just
absolutely.
that binder, I screamed when I saw that binder, and when she read the phone number out, the fact that Giselle literally said, "Yeah,"
She like licked her finger and started leafing through.
I was like, "Oh."
Didn't I remember Candy saying that the people who sit next to Andy always have the most drama and the most going on. So for me, I feel like maybe that's just a Housewives of Atlanta thing, because when you look at Potomac, it's normally Giselle and Karen, and every once in a while it may be somebody else. Because even in season 5, when you think about Candace and Monique, well, Candace and Monique had the biggest storyline, but they were sitting they were sitting towards the end of the couch. You still had Giselle and Karen sitting next to them, and then last season you had Giselle again. Like, it's always been Giselle, and I don't. The seating doesn't really matter to me. It's more so about who brings it. I could care less who sit next to Andy. I'm more so like who's going to bring it and who's not going to bring it. Because I feel like if you don't bring it, the reunion is your last chance to get your contract for the next season. That I feel like.
Yeah, like it's do or die at reunion time. But I was looking for Candace's. Did you guys see Candace's response to everybody being like, "Why aren't you sitting closer to Andy for the reunion?" And she said, "It's not where she sits. God got her."
Yep.
That was a twit, right? She put it in the Twitter. Oh, not
Yeah,
all the way.
I think she put up Friday, I think.
Oh, was that all the way on the Fridays?
It might have been yesterday or
yesterday. So yeah,
I just don't like how Giselle has this entitlement and they allow her to. There has to be some kind of contractual thing with her that we don't know. She is the only one that literally doesn't really have to ever. Even Kyle exposes a little bit, like with her sister and stuff. But she literally does nothing. It's really like it's insulting to the audience, really.
Yeah.
Maybe because she gets the drama started.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Candace was basically like, "Hey, it's not where I sit, it's what I do. God got me," basically, was what she had to say. And I totally agreed. Last week's episode, I do not appreciate the blatant in my face. Right here, y'all. Right here. In my face. Playing with me about the moral compass and rights and wrongs on how to treat friends and what you're willing to tolerate from certain people and not tolerate from certain people before you call it aggressive or any other thing. They let Wendy get assaulted twice. Yes. Nobody stood up for her. Nobody consoled her. Nobody chased her. Yep. Nobody tried to wipe a tear.
Yep.
We get to this episode, and then they shunned her.
Yep.
Everybody continued to eat lunch. They were like, pass the fries.
Mhm.
Wendy was absent. Nobody said nothing except for who did.
I'm sick of it. Yeah.
And now this week, oh, Robin sat there and said, oh, you're really just gonna not say sorry to the group? No, not say sorry to the person, but say sorry to the group. But last time when Mia did it, that was fine. It's fine when Mia did it. But now all of a sudden it's a problem because it doesn't fit your narrative about who's the big bad wolf. When
Mhm.
you're the big bad wolf, Rob and Jiz are like the new rap group of dirty rap. They're like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just done with them and their
Public
antics.
Enemy.
Yes. No, I like them. That's a disservice to Public Enemy.
True.
I'm
That's
like,
disrespectful to them.
right? That's very disrespectful to Public Enemy. They don't get that much respect. They're horrible. And for them to like sit there and just say it over and over and over
It's
again.
just
And then she literally
insulting.
sits back like this, you guys. Robin literally pulls one of these when she's doing her stuff. She sits back in it, her wrongness. And then is going to get mad when they talk about the wedding that never will be.
I think
Really?
they're in the stage of narcissism where it's like it's entered into delusions where they like forget their own behavior and what we've seen them stand on, and then for them to just do like in 2 episodes later just do a 180. It's ridiculous. It's like you're now insulting. I feel like you're personally insulting me as an audience person, and you're saying, hey, I think you're stupid and I don't like being called
Right.
stupid.
That part. I'm like, you literally are playing with me. Sebastian, you got thoughts about this?
I've always said this. They just don't like Wendy. What's so difficult to understand? After Wendy was defending her marriage last season and coming for them for their marriages and non-existent relationships, that's when they cut all ties to anything
Now,
with
and that,
Wendy.
did she come
So they're
at
gonna.
them or did she respond
No, I
She
never said she
to
Right.
come
what
at
they
them.
did to
I
her?
never said that. No. I never said that she came at
She
them. I
responded.
said when she was defending her marriage against them and calling them out afterwards about their non-existent relationships, that's when Robin and Giselle decided Wendy's burnt for us. We're gonna
This is what
trash
I
her
mean.
all season long. So that's why Wendy's being treated this way by Robin and Giselle. It's not right. I don't even like Robin or Giselle. I could care less about them and their non-existent stuff that they have. But y'all need to recognize that they don't like Wendy at all after last season. At all.
It's like, but what did they expect her to do? Just take the attack and not say anything, knowing their situations? Like someone's really going to stay silent, knowing the ridiculousness of their situations as they're attacking their family. They expected her to not say anything toward that. That's crazy. You play clown games, you get clown prizes. What is
Exactly.
what is the issue?
Exactly. That's true. That is 100% true. But we know that this game in Potomac, Giselle don't play those games. She wants to play everything and expect nothing to come back to her.
I don't think that she expects something to come back to her. I think Giselle just doesn't care. Giselle has been this person before Potomac. She was this person when she was the first lady. She's just this person who, if it's not about her, she does not care. She's a selfish individual. And so that's why it will always, the little emotion you get out of Giselle, accept it and move on, because you won't get an episode of her crying. You won't get her breaking down in tears and all those kind of things. That's just the kind of person she is. She's just an evil ex-first lady.
She is. She's very evil. She's very mean-spirited.
But that still would let me like shut her down anytime she came with me with a list of her ridiculousness.
And I come horizontally to my gradient. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there's going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Giselle, we need to send that to Giselle and them.
Yeah,
Because
if
they're gonna
you
find
didn't
out.
F around, you wouldn't have had to find out.
Yes.
You know, I find it really funny about people saying, "Oh, Karen's the grand dame." Giselle gave Karen that name season 1. Giselle coined Karen the grand dame of Potomac, and
Yeah, she was
everybody
mocking her. So Karen just took it.
and everybody ran with it, including Andy. Now it's all of this. Karen isn't this, Karen isn't that. It's Charisse. Well, my thing is, nobody was checking for Charisse until since then, and then now Charisse has come back, and everybody's saying. I watched a couple of videos. People are like, "Well, I don't understand why Karen feels as though Charisse is chasing after her." From what we're seeing on the show, the only person that she is having a confrontation with and trying to get interactions with is Karen. She's not arguing with Ashley, Robin, Wendy, Mia, Jacqueline, the cameraman, Chris, Juan. She's not arguing with anybody but Karen. So clearly, you know that Karen is the queen of the show. So your way to get back in is to be cool with Giselle, who also can be looked at as the queen of the show, because that's every time you market the show, you think of Giselle and you think of Karen, but you're going to argue with Karen. And then Robin has never liked Karen. She's never liked Karen. She's never done any, always had an issue with Karen. But tomorrow's clip, Karen made a very good point. She says, "Robin, I have supported you, and every time I turn around, you're always talking about me. You always have something to say about me." And then Karen, goes in on her. And I know it, and I see in the comment it says Charisse is the reason Karen is there. What I'm saying is Charisse got the cast together. Cool. Congrats. That was 7 years ago. We have moved on. You couldn't even stay on after season 2. You weren't willing to open up about your marriage, about anything that was going on in your life. So you got your exit papers and you moved on. You have come back, and the only person that you're arguing with is Karen. Whether she put Karen on the show or not, whether she's the reason that Karen is there or not, she knows that she needs to argue with Karen to get a full-time position for next season, because you came back as a friend of. It's simple as that.
Right
I think what people don't realize
on.
is
Hey,
that
real
the grand
quick, you guys, look, House of the Princess came through. Shout out House of the Princess. Some YouTube royalties in the house. Thanks for coming through.
I feel like what people don't
station.
realize.
She has a YouTube station in these YouTube streets. House of the Princess. Go through, check her out. I saw Mims made it through. Make It Make Sense. He has a YouTube channel in these streets. And yes, we are close to monetization over here, Mims. So yeah, thank you guys for coming through. Oh my goodness. Right on. Continue.
What I was saying is, like, I think that what people don't realize is that the Grand Dame character, Karen she doesn't literally say, "I rule Potomac." That is a character that she uses to market it herself because it was given to her. And she's done a really good job, because that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, you deem me this? Well, then now I'm going to run with it. And the thing is if Charisse is so hoity-toity and all about her social status, then she wouldn't be so concerned with a reality TV show anyway.
Exactly.
You know?
And it's funny how Mia and Robin were the biggest instigators this season, doing the most, with the phone, throwing the drink, the purse, and all this kind of stuff. And then all their scandals have come out before the show has been over with. So if I was Wendy, and if I was Karen, and if I was Candace, I would, on this reunion, I would be lighting their asses up with their scandals. You think
Right?
Wendy's jealous? You think Wendy's jealous of you for moving back to your apartment? You think? And if I was Karen, I would be like, the only thing I would have for Robin would be, what's going on with that scandal? What's going on with Juan? If we're not talking about Juan, we ain't got nothing to talk about. If we're not talking about what's going down there and how you might have to lose your job because there's a gag order on you, we'll have nothing to talk about.
Exactly. I appreciate this, Sin City. Yes. Let's get LRGA Curves to over that 1,000 threshold, folks.
Yeah,
That's
can we get everyone to like the video?
That's right. We almost there, you guys. We almost there. Slow and steady wins the race. Hey, I don't have nothing wrong with slow and steady. That's how the best caramel's made, all right? You got to slow.
Did you say caramels?
All right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so this episode, I felt like there was a lot of different things going on. but that's also what I appreciate about this show. Um, I do feel like there are some underlying alliances that don't allow people to fully go in the way they want to.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is, because there has been some dreadful stuff happening in the
Yeah.
name of I'm top one, right?
Yeah.
And I don't like how Robin is just so nasty, so rude, so nasty this season.
So
So
nasty.
mean, so
So
nasty.
rude.
Like, I'm just like, who are you? Is she like going,
So
I don't know
nasty and
what's happening.
so rude. So
Yes.
nasty and so
She's trying to
rude.
fight for next season
So
because she know they're going to need the money if what goes down with Juan goes down. That's why she's holding on and coming the way that she's coming at. The problem is, Robin, nobody cares about you, nobody likes you, so we don't care what you got to say.
yeah. Well, and I heard, did you guys hear that she was that they were not returning?
Yeah, because of allegedly because of the gag order. About what's going on with Juan down here at Coppin University. So and I can see her not returning because I can see Karen and Wendy, you know, going in about her about that situation because because what are you going to talk about?
Right.
You're not talking about your wedding. We don't care about you and your roommate are not getting married.
Right.
So if you come after me, I'm going low. I'm
And if
not
you
Michelle Obama. I'm going low, like Candy said. I'm going to hell with it.
right. And if she says too much more about how she rears her children by walking around butt naked and they're 15,
Right.
like we might have to, the people might come if she keep talking about the things that she's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that part, Robin. TMI, between the two poops in the morning and the butt naked gallivants through the house, and the not wanting to get up to get them to school or taking a, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, there's a
But you
lot of
worried
things
about,
happening.
but last season you
Yeah.
didn't want to take your kids to school, but you worried about Wendy's husband and what they were doing. But you're not worried about your kids going to
Right.
school and trying to
I
pass the next
know.
grade.
It's like you
Right.
should worry about your kids going to school before you worry about some fake story about your castmate. What is wrong with you?
Right. I'm just like, no way, no
I'm
way.
also a little disappointed in Wendy too because I wouldn't apologize to Mia. Mia wouldn't have got anything outside of me for the rest of the season other than me reading her. Why did you go back and apologize to her and to the group? You weren't wrong. She was wrong. She threw the drink on you and she hit you, or she tried to hit you with her purse. So what are you apologizing for? So I was looking at Wendy like, just when I
She
start
had
to like
more
you,
to
Wendy.
lose, and she was just trying to cover her bases. So at the end of the day, when they look at it, it's like, okay, this girl held herself accountable regardless of whether she really didn't have to or not. You know what I mean?
I get
Right.
it. But
It played very well to go along with that John Hopkins statement.
yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. But I just side eye Wendy and Candace a little bit because I'm like, y'all are still trying to fit in with the green eye bandits, and I don't understand why. I do not understand why for a second.
It's very weird. It's giving Stockholm syndrome. It's confusing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you apart like I said earlier, Giselle literally was dragging your husband and trying to me to him, and then you still are in the same company as her. And Robin is Giselle's friend, and then you're like, oh well, Robin, I thought she was I looked up to her. You looked up to somebody that was broke and had nothing going on with themselves.
It doesn't take their kids to school.
Yeah,
And
you look up to a liar. Robin's a liar.
yeah, a liar. Like Wendy needs better heroes.
Both of them. Like that was weird to me. I'm like, I guess I don't.
I just think there's clearly things are going behind the scenes that we're not privy to. And that's
Yeah,
annoying.
of
And it's
course.
really impacting what we're seeing to the point where it's like detriment to like the cohesiveness of what the viewer sees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's on them. Like that's on that show and that's on like them, and they're actually ruining, because when they do all this weight manipulation, a lot like low-key alliances and production and it 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 becomes obvious. They think it's not, but it is. And we can see it, and it doesn't make for an organic looking show.
And it's obvious that they don't like Wendy, especially when it was like, oh, Karen, you apologize to the group, but you didn't apologize to Charisse. Karen and Charisse are not friends. They're not friends. So I don't know why they're like, oh, she's being mean to her. Just tell her she's not friends. I don't need to tell you we're not friends. I'm not hanging out with you. I don't communicate with you. When I see you, I give you a bear. I barely want to say hello to you. That should tell you that we're not friends. And if I was Karen, I'd be like, I don't have to explain myself to y'all. Who are y'all? I don't F with Sharice and I don't F with y'all. Let's move on with the rest of the dinner.
Right? For real, for real.
And
I feel like, but I keep just going back to why don't they like Wendy? Like, they say she's condescending, but they're outright mean and nasty. They say she's, thinks she's better than them, but does she? She's obviously insecure and willing to admit it.
Right.
They say that she shoves their education down their throat, but did she mention it in an effort for them to get to know her? And yeah, used it as a diss towards Ashley's five head at the dinner, talking about people like you call me doctor. That's because people like her do call her doctor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a burn. Like, that's a total read based off of a educated, it's factual education. It's an empirical fact that a person like Ashley would refer to Wendy Osefo as doctor. You know what I'm saying? So where is the condensation in the lies? Like, I'm just like, come on. Like, it's just like how the truth is like so hurtful that people are like, oh, well, you told the truth on me. And it's the end of everything. No, the truth is supposed to set us both free. Get with the program. You're like, they do what Robin is doing this season is worse than anything Wendy has ever done.
Right.
Anything.
She
And she is still getting
Mademoiselle
all the
H.
love, all the accolades. They all still want to be her friend.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's bizarre.
Mademoiselle H, like that's what I'm saying. There's like Wendy and Candace know Giselle is Andy's favorite. Then Giselle and Robin can stop filming with them, which in the end will hurt their money. Then have to be cordial to Giselle and Robin. But I'm like, why does Giselle and Robin have this kind of power where they're literally affecting the storyline, where people can't be authentic and have normal reactions to their behavior because they're scared to lose their job? You know what I mean?
I think because when you look at like a Housewives, right? And Nene might have been Andy's favorite, but nobody was really scared to go against Nene. You also had strong people, like at the time you had a Kim Zolciak, you had a Sheree who was like, oh, okay, Nene, you gonna argue with me, I'm gonna argue with you back. What I noticed about Potomac, only one person is really calling Giselle out, and the other one who was calling Giselle out, unfortunately, had to leave the show, and that was Katie. But outside of that, Karen is the only one who goes and really digs into them effortlessly, but she digs into them when she needs to. So I feel like, but back to, because you were saying like, I think Giselle and Robin don't like Wendy because when I look at I didn't like Wendy season 5 because I didn't like how she, in my personal opinion, how I felt like she came in and she automatically took sides between the Monique and Candace thing. I know she was Candace's friend outside the show or acquaintance with Candace, but I felt like you came into the show and you automatically, didn't interact with Monique at all, unless it was a group setting. And then the following season, it was the Wendy takedown, and I guess they felt like, well, Wendy, all you had to do was come talk to me about the rumor. Well, Giselle, the problem was, if you would have called Wendy on the phone without the cameras around, she probably would have talked to you and said that rumor was some BS. You decided to get on camera, and you did it, and you said it multiple times, because if you notice from last season when she brought the rumor up, the rumor did not hit the camera. She had to make sure she said it twice. She said it one time and it hit the editing floor. Then she brought it up again, but this time she brought it up to Ashley because she knew Ashley would go and run her mouth. So when Wendy got with them, Giselle was like, "Oh wait, I just heard a rumor," and then they ran with it because Wendy never came back and apologized to them. Because Giselle thinks that she's Jesus or something, and somebody owes her something.
She says all the craziest things. Does she ever go back and apologize for the stuff that she alludes to, implies?
She did one time when Katie got in her face.
Because she was scared.
Yeah, I know. Because Katie let her have it.
And I don't think these shows should be violent, but I know how I am. And if Mia would have threw a drink on me, we would shut bar 1 down. Bar 1 would have been shut down, and then I'd have smacked the phone out of Robin's hand.
Me
Oh
too.
my gosh.
I
All
don't
the way
know
over
if I
there.
could have
It would have been
controlled
all the way
myself
over there.
around Robin smirking, filming it. I would have just been like, Mia could have been put on hold, and I would have turned the wrath right onto Robin because that was crazy.
Well, just fight her then. Fight her then. Well, how about I fight you?
Yeah. How about that? How about we square off? Because this part right here, Robin was fun when she hung out with Wendy in season 5. What changed except for you attacked her? She responded, and now she's the bad girl. No, 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 not today, Robin. If you can shovel it, then you can take it, okay? You can't just talk smack. You have to be willing to like get what you're gonna get from talking smack. At least she did. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous. The double-sided. That's what I'm saying. It's so double-sided. It's beyond freaking you not liking somebody. Like this is crazy. You were just hanging out with the girl. You two have kids the same age. You guys were kicking it, had gone on trips, had gone out together. And then all of a sudden you come like this all because Jizz told you to? Yep. No.
And didn't Robin have an issue with Karen not inviting Charisse
to the party?
Didn't invite Wendy. Like this is why it's crazy. Like what are we doing here, guys? This is a joke.
Robin only has a problem with Karen because Charisse has a problem with Karen. Robin can't stand on her own. Robin is that guy who cannot stand on her own. As simple as that. You can't take care of your kids. You're never going to get married. You don't have a job. Them hats are not selling. You're a follower. It's simple as that.
You know what it is that Robin is there's so much stuff that you could say. So you almost feel bad. You're like, you're almost too easy of a target. Right. So I'm going to let a lot slide. But if you keep pushing it, we're going to have to bring some stuff up. And that's literally what happened.
And that's what Katie used to do. And what Potomac needs a girl on the show who is not scared to go after Robin and Giselle. She's not going to worry about her job being lost. She's not going to worry about anything. She should be the person who can go after them and not have a fear. And every time you say something, stay on, because Karen can't do it by herself.
Right. It's going to have to be a true wife. It's going to have to be somebody that's coming up as a true wife. Yep. Not an entrepreneur, like somebody with nothing to lose. Yep. Like she's not going to lose her husband for telling them where they are.
Like a Monique. They already had the money. She's already who she is. So since you want to come after me, like when Monique said, you can get out my house.
Right.
That time Monique told her that time Monique told Giselle, you can get out my house because you're running your mouth too much. You can go. You can get out.
I agree, Sister Oracle. I think there's something else going on, because someone even mentioned, I'm not familiar with sororities or whatever, but in genuine, like it's very, very unlikely for a sorority member to go against each other so publicly.
She's jealous. I think Giselle is jealous of Wendy.
I think so too. I agree.
I think she's jealous.
I don't think it's the other way. Yeah. I think it's Giselle is jealous of Wendy
because she outshines in every category that Giselle would want.
Every category.
Yeah.
Like education, prestige, love.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Yeah. Like her sorority membership went a lot further than Jizz.
Right.
I don't know. But overall, I feel like Real Housewives of Potomac is continuing to serve us this season in a most exemplary way, that they can have drama. Hopefully they'll bring it full circle without jumping too many sharks. You know, I agree with you, Q. The following do not have to be present next time I call roll call. You've been expelled. That would be Mia. You're expelled.
Yes.
For being a liar face.
Yes.
And for being too much.
Yes.
All the time, consistently, just like for no reason. You're just expelled. We don't tolerate that here. You should have read student handbook. Robin, I'm tired of you. There hasn't been a wedding. You've obviously been skating by on other people's homework. Robin, you're expelled. Now, Jizz, I don't even want to see what else you have to offer. If you're willing to manufacture lies and then pretend that Candace is crying victim after you tried to literally destroy her family and marriage and her husband's reputation. Okay? You're expelled. You're expelled. We don't. That you should have read the handbook.
Held accountable.
Who
right?
else is it? Who else is expelled?
Sharice.
You know, Sharice. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go. You're expelled. We let you back in. You had been suspended for a number of semesters. We let you back in. You're expelled this time, darling, because you're bringing back all the stuff that we suspended you for. Like you didn't read the note that went with the suspension. I'm not sure. You might want to read that because it said if you did the SHIT again, you get expelled. You're expelled. Okay.
Yeah, you're not bringing
now,
up the
Fivehead, I'm willing to give you one more chance.
Who?
You're on probation. Okay.
On probation.
You are on probation. Okay. So Fivehead, I'm gonna need you to come up. If you're not divorced from baby hands by the next semester,
I love when you
I might revoke your probation and you might end up fully expelled because you're playing with me. All right, you're playing with me, so you're close.
I used to call them carny hands, like the little handed people.
He's like full on baby hands to me. He's so and then he uses them too. I'm like, okay, dude. It's so gross. Yeah. But everybody else can stay. Everybody else can stay and bring in some new blood. I wouldn't mind some new blood.
Yeah,
now with this new Jackie lady, I wouldn't necessarily be mad at her being one of the new people they bring in and seeing if that pans out and she's less messy without, this whole Mia situation. But I definitely think they can all just be expelled for a semester or put on pause or go to the back, the back room back there where they don't let you out while they film it. And
the only thing with Jacqueline, because she has top secret clearance, and the requirements of a full-time cast member, I don't think that she would be able to do that.
Well, if the check is right, she can start working on being on the government and just go be a full-time reality star.
Right? Hello. That can happen.
But just like that's not a guarantee, and have top clearance guarantees you contract work with the government, not just with the government. Like your jobs are endless. And so for her to lose that over a potential temporary reality TV gig would be silly.
I think with Mia needs to go for multiple reasons. Like Kerr said, all the reasons that Kerr said. On top of that,
you would keep the bandits. Somebody would actually keep the bandits. Karen, bandits.
No,
they need to be separated. You know how in class they separate the two kids that are always doing mischief together.
Because what happens is Robin speaks up for Giselle. Giselle stares the pot, and then Robin goes out there and makes herself look like a fool. Mm-hmm. The thing with Mia, though, what happened to your cancer scare or whatever was going on with that?
Oh Lord, not the cancer scare.
What happened to that? And then you think you so cool with the Green Eye Bandits? You next on the list. You next on the list for marriages to attack. So let's say you throw a drink in Giselle's face. Let's say you throw a drink in Robin's face.
And they already borderline did that when they basically orchestrated the breakup between. Not that it was already headed in that direction,
Yep. But Robin, I don't mind Giselle staying but I would love to see Giselle on her own without her.
Robin lost her privileges to be on the show.
Yeah, we don't need to see Robin and Giselle and her man on there. Let Giselle stand on there by herself and see what her and them daughters and the pastor can bring to the show by themselves.
Right. This is like Robin and Giselle. See? Hi, Robin. I need you to go and be really upset for me.
My God.
I don't want to say anything. All right, Jez. I'm going to go out there and take care of it for you. And the whole time, Robin is just doing everything that Jiz told her to do. Mm-hmm. And Jiz gets to sit back and watch it all happen. The end.
And Candace needs to wake up. Candace needs to wake up, and she needs to give Giselle and Robin the same dose of reads that she loves to do for Ashley. The same way you come for Ashley needs to be the same way you come for Robin and Giselle, because those are the ones who are trying to take your husband down.
And I just feel like if everyone just stuck together against those two and say, actually, no, we're not going to film with you.
Exactly.
I don't want you around my family because I don't know what kind of lies you'll come up with.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not smart.
Yeah.
They need to tag team them. She does spend a lot of time attacking Ashley. She does. And she does need to put it over there. I don't know why. Like Monique didn't do it either. Monique had the perfect opportunity. Giselle was the issue. She should have put those paws on Giselle. But instead, she I don't know. Does she have the shield on her from being the first lady of the church or something? Does she have the
Like she put some
breastplate of
kind of
righteousness?
witch
I don't
curse on
know.
those girls. I don't know because it is literally not making any logical sense.
Is Tisha at your house? Yeah, I got that idea from
Rebuke
Tisha. Exactly.
curses or
I need
spells put on.
actual hand puppets. Sorry, go ahead, Natasha.
I was just saying those cast members need to rebuke any curses or spells placed on them.
Lola Lane is in the
They're
house.
crazy.
Hello,
What
everybody.
you
How y'all doing on
say?
this good Saturday?
Hello.
What's good? What's good? We were wrapping up with Real Housewives of Potomac, getting ready to slide into Real Housewives of Miami. Do you have any thoughts, final thoughts on Real Housewives of Potomac, Lola Lane?
Yes. I heard you guys talking about Giselle and how she comes after everyone's husband. My question is, how much of it do y'all think is her trying to play a producer and keep the show spicy? Because there have been Real Housewives shows that have gotten canceled, like Dallas got canceled, Miami got canceled and had another resurrection. How much of y'all do y'all feel like she's just trying to be a producer, keep the show in the air, keep it one of the top housewife show, versus her just being a bitter person due to how her ex-husband treated her in the past?
I think it's 100%. She's just being a bitter person.
Yeah, I think she's
I
bitter.
don't feel they have producers for
I
that.
think it's about
if you want to
80-20.
be a producer, my answer is if you want to be a producer, get from in front of the camera and go be a producer. But I don't need you producing scenes and then being in the scene. That
Right.
feels scripted. So I mean, that's not real at all. I don't hang out with people IRL. You act like that's crazy.
Yeah,
but we're also not making 6 figures, which depends on.
But I don't need her to participate in the production of anything. Just live your life. I don't need any of this extra stuff. I'm sure that this would be so much more entertaining if I wasn't triggered by these people with no relationship at all, and any example of a relationship they've had has been pretty much love and marriage. No, has been love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you're going to come to somebody else and do what you're doing. That triggers me, and I don't need it for entertainment. I'd much rather see her try to get her beauty line back up and going. I'd much rather see her thought process.
Nobody bought that.
Her house together the way she put it together. I'd much rather see her try out new stylists. I'd much rather, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different freaking things I'd much rather see than her make up this BS under the guise of production and giving us something juicy.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that first of all, nobody wants to buy that cheap ass foundation. When in the world of Fenty, we do not want that cheap ass foundation that was sold at Rite Aid. I'm sorry.
Oh, right, every hue.
I think she's bitter. I think Giselle is bitter because you don't need to talk about husbands to make a successful housewife show. Look at Atlanta. Atlanta has, I don't know when they have really attacked. I can't think of the last time Atlanta, the whole cast, outside of Kenya, right? Kenya and Phaedra. I can't really think of the last time that they have really attacked somebody's husband like this. They usually just go after each other.
Right.
Giselle is just
Atlanta has reads though, and I feel like Potomac doesn't have reads like that. Like Candace can read, but Atlanta as a whole, them heifers can read.
But they don't. But that's very true. But you don't have to go out to try to break up marriages in order to.
I agree with you.
Convenient,
yeah,
like cause for her that she could just say, "Oh yeah, I'm just doing that for the show." No, you really feel that way. You really are targeting these people. You really are malicious.
Because it's every season. It's every season. It's not like
every season.
Yeah, no, it's like her trigger. It's almost like Giselle's trigger is successful relationships.
Yes.
And it's everyone can see it.
People.
Very, very obvious.
Do you feel like it's colorism though? It's rooted in colorism, and what I mean by that is she's supposed to be light skinned and beautiful, quote unquote, but then she sees this beautiful, successful, with a doctorate degree, Wendy, with a beautiful family, beautiful husband who loves her and children. Do you feel like part of her felt like that she should have had that and more, just due to the preferential treatment that she's getting throughout her life due to her? Like, we're not everyone's colorist, obviously. I'm sure you guys aren't on here, but I'm saying there are people like that think that way.
I think that, like, so when I to compare the two shows, when I look at Atlanta, right, and even though I love Sheree, she's one of my favorite. Sheree was very jealous of Nene when the show blew up because Sheree came into the show successful. So Giselle is like, this was quote unquote supposed to be Giselle's show or whatever, and then all of a sudden the
Okay.
fans really went over to Wendy's side, and Giselle feels some kind of way because she's not the center of attention. That's why she's always trying to add herself to stuff that really has nothing to do with anything that's going on. Every time Wendy's argue with somebody, Giselle always has something to say, but she doesn't do that with anybody else except for Wendy. Anytime the other girls are arguing, Giselle is sitting on mute. Whenever it's Wendy,
You know how I know Giselle was biased when she told Mia that Wendy's jealous of her.
yes.
That's when
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
like,
crazy.
yeah, girl, you are lying like a rug because
And Mia went along with it.
yeah,
You know, her
I think
lying
Giselle also
side
has
might
pretty
come from.
privilege. She leads with it, like that's
Yeah.
her sole identity. So when you have pretty privilege, you assume some kind of like entitlement, right? Without having to do a lot. And I feel like whether that's rooted in colorism or probably maybe in like what we call pretty privilege, which can cover a lot of different colors. But I feel like that's what she leads with her looks. That is her whenever
Them looks are fading.
and
By the
whenever
way,
she speaks about herself, she
The neck
mentions
is
it. It's the
fading.
first thing that she mentions. I'm pretty. I look gorgeous. I know it.
Yeah.
them looks are fading, and Giselle, like my friend cousin tells her all the time, you need to do more than just looks. You need to put some good makeup on, a good wig on, a good outfit
A
on.
good outfit, a good
Stop
all of
showing-
it, you
Stop
guys.
showing them water ankles. You need to do a lot more than just that.
Right? Dress
Right?
the
We're gonna
fat,
need
y'all. Dress the fat. No
Okay.
way. But I agree. I kind of feel like it's twofold with Giselle. It's none of, everything, 18 things can be true at once, you guys. We're complex beings. And so, but I feel like she might be triggered by successful stuff because she knows she should deserve it based on how she looks, but it's not playing out like that for whatever reason because of who she is. It's weird,
I feel like I've seen this in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, when I
People
looked
that
in the
had
mirror,
these roles
when I looked in the
and
mirror at
led in their
29.
younger years, and they like freak out when they get older because they can't rely on the same thing they've always relied on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
dismantle.
Yeah, she thought Jamal was her meal ticket.
And Jamal was no more concerned. That would be like
Oh, no,
my
he's
biggest
not.
embarrassment in life. Like,
I
I don't
think
know how
it's
she
an
keeps showing up
example.
on film with him. I would be so
Embarrassed. It looked desperate to me, like to keep a storyline. But I think this is a perfect example, right, for young girls in a sense, because it doesn't matter how beautiful you are. That doesn't guarantee that you're going to have someone by your side for life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very important not to just put an emphasis on outer beauty, but also inner beauty.
Right. For
Because
sure.
everybody, listen, there's always going to be someone better looking than you out there.
Always.
Exactly. There's always, you could be the prettiest. There's going to be someone a little prettier.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why it matters how you are on the inside, how good, how kind, how sweet of a person you are, because that is what has longevity. That is what keeps people by your side and has people gravitate towards you to begin with.
Right, right. You're so right. Well, that was the end of the Potomac session, and we're going to listen to Sin City Nola and go on to Miami. Miami's in the house, you guys. But first, let's do.
Well, I got shit to say about Miami.
Okay. Where'd it go? There.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wait. It feels a little slow now. It says house music, but that beat per minute doesn't feel 120, y'all. Okay. Let's shake off that Potomac. We're gonna get into some Miami. All right. Come through.
Wait, was Lisa in this episode?
Yeah, she was. And Lisa was
remember
in
her. Why don't I remember her?
She had her glasses on. She was incognito, y'all.
Did she go to the engagement party? I don't remember.
Yeah, she was there.
Why did I not remember her? That's very weird.
Wasn't she at the engagement party? No, that was the party before the engagement party. So the episode opens up with the ladies arguing still about who's fake and who's not at that party that was the fundraiser with Frankie last time, right? And I was like, oh my God, no, Larsa is not saying this lady's just slept with half the doctors in the
The whole hospital. No, she said the whole hospital.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. She said she slept with all the
like
doctors
she
in the
had them
whole
lined up.
hospital. Yeah, like trains in the bathroom. Ooh, did you
Like
guys
it was
hear
crazy.
that B2K guys ran a train supposedly on the girl who was in that
3LW, yes, on the girl from 3LW. Yes, ma'am. Kaylee Williams.
Haley
And
Oh my
she
Williams.
walking
God.
around.
Yes.
She
Right,
walking
Chris.
like
Promise
a
this.
Yes. Oh my God.
Really quickly, I don't watch Miami, so don't kill the messenger. But I'm gonna jump now. But I want to say again, congratulations on everything that's happening for you, and everybody keep watching the channel and like, comment, and subscribe.
Right on. Thank you, Q. And you
Thank
guys be
you.
sure to check Q out. It's just like it's spelled there. He's in these YouTube streets. And like and subscribe. Hey, you guys, you know what? You know what? In the universe, there's more than enough to go around. Go over there and freaking smash those buttons, all right?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up, Q.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Okay, so I know you two have thoughts about Miami. You know, I have to do this segment because of you two and Sebastian, okay? Because I don't know that a lot of people are even into the Miami vibe the way that we
Which is
are,
crazy.
ladies.
It's like the best one.
Yeah, I'm
Right
like,
now it is,
what
yeah.
are you missing out for?
Yeah.
Unless
It's better
you
than
watch
Salt Lake.
it.
It's better than Salt Lake, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm about done with Salt Lake.
Well, they're shaking up the cast. So apparently Andy's shaking up the cast. A lot of people might get fired. So don't be surprised if there's only like, I think Meredith might be gone. Who else might be gone? Whitney might be gone. I think just Lisa and Heather might be back. And everyone else might be gone.
Heather's the worst though.
I think so too, but you know, that's all I'm doing. But what I wanted to say, Curves, about Miami really quick, where you were at. You're muted, by the way, Curves. Oh, you know? Oh, she knows. All right, I don't know what she's doing. That's why I was like, are we on the spot? But what I wanted to talk about regarding Miami, right at the beginning, what she was saying, how like Larsa was saying that Nicole slept with all the doctors in the hospital. I just think that's very disrespectful and disgusting. I think it's one thing for you to go after a person personally, but to put their job on the line, that's disgusting. I mean, and especially due to the nature of the seriousness of Nicole's profession, being an anesthesiologist. If y'all don't know, that's the person who puts you under during surgery and make sure your heart rate is good and you're still alive and kicking during your surgery.
And they
And
do have a moral code to follow.
exactly. And this woman, like I was going to be a doctor and I know what went into that. I decided to be an engineer instead, but I know I have friends who are doctors. It is no joke. Just residency, school, everything they have to go through, passing the boards, all of that. It's no joke. So for her to jeopardize her profession, girl, you sell feet pictures. Like, let's not
She
compare.
was so right when she
The
said
thing is,
that.
I don't even think she realizes the severity of it because she can't relate.
Yeah.
No, I feel like she knows and doesn't care. She's pretending like she doesn't know. She knows exactly what it means. Just
Yeah.
like she would
And
know
Alexia
exactly
pissed
what
me
it would
off
have meant
too.
had Scotty got accused of
I
R
agree with that. Alexia pissed me off too.
or something. You know what I mean? Like she knows.
Yeah, she knows. And it was very disgusting. And I agree with what Natasha said about Alexia. I didn't like how Alexia tried to like justify that. Like, no, that's disgusting. You like, and then I know in the next episode, Nicole gets into the fact that it's very sensitive. And I'm sure all women of color can agree with this, that every time we occupy these professional spaces, there's always a sense of doubt being casted over us. So, and Nicole goes more into that in the next episode about how being a Latin woman, like she's already had to overcome hurdles to begin with to be in the profession. And now to have this rumor out there is disgusting. And not for nothing, guys, using logic, I doubt she would cheat on that rich ass man she has right now.
Yeah,
I doubt
she'd
she
be
would
silly.
jeopardize that. He got private jet money.
Right.
Who
She's not going nowhere.
that curse?
She's not going nowhere.
Yeah, he got private jet money. And then she talked, and then Larsa kept talking about the fact that she divorced the school teacher. Well, you don't know, she could have been going through things with him. Domestic stuff, you
And
know?
that's the thing. She keep bringing up. She's like, "Why you keep bringing it up? You bring it up like, are you shaming teachers? Like, what are you doing?"
And listen, he got $200,000 out of it, okay? He's not gonna make that being a teacher, so It's not like he came out of it with nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Larsa, I feel like she's a little bit of a issue, and I was glad when Nicole, who you guys know, I usually am not like, oh yay Nicole, but hey, I feel like she showed up, showed out, and showed us like a other side of her personality where she's
Right.
willing to stand up for what she believes in.
Because she
But
was like,
don't
no,
come
no,
for
no,
her
no, we're
shit.
not gonna do
She
this. This
worked
is
too
actually
hard.
serious.
You see,
Yeah.
she cut her daddy off. Don't come for her stuff. That's another reason why I feel like she
Yeah.
doesn't even associate with him, is because of the implications of it all. You know what I mean?
I think so too.
Yeah. Thanks for coming up, Sebastian. Hey, we're talking Real Housewives of Miami. We're just getting started. Hey, what do you think? What are you thinking?
Triple whammy show over here.
Miami is giving what some of these other housewives have not been able to give
Okay.
these past 2 seasons. I'm tired. I am very much tired of Larsa. She does not get called out enough, and I'm so disappointed in Alexia this episode.
Me too. Your patron saint.
Oh,
Alexia,
I
you know
know,
how much I
right?
love you, Alexia. But Alexia, you disappointed me today, Alexia. You disappointed me last couple of days ago, Alexia. You really did.
I'm dead.
You're like, whenever it was, Alexia.
You know, that's surprising, Sebastian. Really?
Mm.
Alexia?
I will
And
call
she
you
should know
even if I
Yes, I
love
said it
you.
right. Alexia?
No, listen, and she should know more than anyone the importance of a doctor after everything her youngest son went through and the
Right?
6 months to a year that he was in the hospital. She saw
And
firsthand.
her
what
mother's a
doctors-
psychiatrist.
and her mother's a psychiatrist. So it's like,
Yeah.
come
What
on,
if someone said that about her mother?
Didn't
Oh,
she
she slept
say
with all
something
the
like hit
doctors at the
dogs
psychiatric
holler
hospital.
or something? Didn't Alexia say something like hit dogs holler? Why are you making a big deal? No, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Because she
She
doesn't
said to
Yes.
recognize.
Alexia.
No,
Donde
no,
hay
what she said in
humo, hay
Spanish was
fuego.
no, she said a Spanish analogy where it's like, what was it? Where there's tons of rocks, there's a block in a stream, something like that. I don't use that metaphor often, but I've
No, she's hollering because you've gone too far. That's why.
right.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. And she said it a number of times about a number of people, even to her friend Lisa, who, like, I thought they were road dogs. You know, I heard your house gets rented out so you can pay your mortgage. And she says everything like this. Oh, hi.
Like it's nothing. Like you just want to smack her sometimes.
Yeah.
It's
Hi.
like,
That's not
The
offensive
minute
if I
she
say it
doesn't
to
like
you
what
like
you
this.
say, it's like the minute she doesn't like what you say, she is willing to bring out like any big gun she has. There's like
Yeah.
not
She
any
goes
respect
nuclear.
level.
Yeah, she goes nuclear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's too much.
Right. She
She's
kind of
unsafe.
has.
I wouldn't want to be friends with her because she's unsafe.
Well, I wouldn't want her to know none of my skeletons. That's for damn sure.
But apparently
Exactly.
she just goes digging anyway and making up stuff, even if there are none. So
That's too much. That's too much.
And what
Now,
I
what
don't
do you
like,
guys-
her, did you hear about how people were coming for Nicole's fiance, Anthony? Because they were saying that he was getting involved with the women's business. He's not. He's defending his fiance. You can't sit here and say that his soon-to-be wife was sleeping around with everyone and him not have a comment about that. You're kind of questioning her integrity in her character. Like,
right.
yeah,
Well, the only thing I didn't appreciate about old Anthony was him saying it was fat in a nasty way when he knows he would smash the first second he got. Like that.
I don't think that.
Curves, I'll be right back for 1 second.
That.
I'll be
Okay,
right back in
okay.
just a
I got
second.
miles on it. I got too many miles on it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, I know it has miles, but he didn't need, and I know it's fake, but I don't like when men say that
comment
about
on like bodies. Yeah.
Just keep those comments to yourself. I like your daughter, I mean your wife's nice tight ass. So just keep your eyes over there. There was no need for that comment in order to show how in you are for your wife, and
Or that you're even observing
there for your wife. You know, I like that he even had something to say, and I know like she was really upset about it. I feel there was a little of me though. Honestly, I'm like, this is a lot of reaction for no truth. This is a lot of reaction for no truth. I understand I'm inviting her, but she
because she
did
get
not
her
stop
fired.
talking about it for like 3 conversations.
Because
know?
they weren't validating it. They were acting like it wasn't a big deal. And she was like, no, I went to school for 8 years, like, or whatever the amount of years it takes.
And
like,
then residency.
I could lose my career. Like, this is crazy.
No,
this
yeah,
isn't just some stupid rumor.
guys,
Like, there's a moral code.
Anesthesiologists, if y'all don't know, they make like $400,000 a year. If you jeopardize a job for me that makes $400,000 a year, I'm windmilling. Okay,
Right.
and
Just
not
right
every
away,
job pays
the high
$400,000
kicks
a
are
year,
coming out.
girl. Wait, what?
I was like, just right away, you're automatically getting a high kick.
Right.
Yeah, like that's not no rinky-dink job. Like that's like, you know, that's a very important and one of the top jobs out
Well,
there.
I understand
We
that.
don't need
And,
doctors.
you know, like, I kind of sometimes wish people would take one note from Giselle. One note from Giselle.
What is that?
She never lets him see her sweat.
Oh, we saw her sweat when Monique pulled out that Bible.
I don't feel like she sweated as bad as Monique thought she would.
Yeah,
I think her face kind of sunk into her neck a little extra then.
I told y'all 400,000. See?
Yep, this is the salary for an anesthesiologist, you guys.
Yeah, they're typically the most lucrative type of position because like everyone needs you and you're attached to surgeries, which is the most like typically the most expensive.
So she's a smarty pants. She's smart.
She is, yeah.
And she was smart to not invite that viper into a space where co-workers and family were going to be present, so she could.
Do you think Gertie knew ahead of time and she was just being dramatic, or was she?
Yes,
genuine?
yes, and yes.
You think Nicole told Gertie and then they pretended like she didn't know?
Yes,
she's like, oh, maybe she's giving you an olive branch. I'm like, Gertie.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way we got the whole thing read was because of Gertie. So hats off to Gertie. I think she's a fabulous addition. I feel like she's a sleeper keeper. I love her.
I think Larsa likes to be very secretive. Like she lied about hooking up with Michael Jordan's son, who's old enough.
They're totally smashing.
Take that as y'all will. I think they should start airing out her stuff since she wants to go nuclear on everyone else. They should start airing her stuff out. Also, can we talk about how classless and disgusting Marisol is? Who wears white to another person's engagement party?
I was like, really, Marisol?
That is so classless.
The vodka kicking in.
It was disrespectful.
I don't like Marisol. I've never liked Marisol.
There's a disrespectful side to her, yeah.
Yeah, I never liked her. I always found her annoying and stupid. She's very stupid to me. I don't like her.
She's condescending because she's like the richest. She's the richest one because she has her investment. She has like her insurance group, the patent group,
and I think
she's selling life insurance.
Her family,
I think she is
very well as well.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm telling you guys. Disclaimer: I sell life insurance. I'm a life insurance agent, a health agent, a real estate agent. I let my notary lapse recently. This is just a quick shout out, you guys.
Right.
We are always hiring dynamic people. We have an opportunity to change people's lives. We don't have any chargebacks. And I'm trying to get to Marisol's data. Think about it. Her and Vicky Gunvalson to be the richest on these franchises, and it came from insurance. Insurance pays you residual income for years and years and years and years and years. It pays your children. It pays your grandchildren if you set it up right. And it not only provides for like the living, it's not for the dead. It's for the living. You get life insurance for the living people you leave behind. You know, you don't want to, you work so hard for your family. You don't, and then if your check ends up gone, they're going to have to scrounge and try to cover your check and be all in trauma. No, get your freaking life insurance. Don't have a GoFundMe. Poor Grandma Holla. The reason she had to get a GoFundMe, you guys, I can tell you, she had cancer. She became uninsurable by the time they probably got money to get the life insurance. You need to get life insurance while you're young and healthy and have as few detrimental habits as possible. And then those premiums will be the premiums that you pay for the life of the policy.
Curves, I have life insurance right now.
Yeah, are you doing terms or whole? Is your life insurance growing cash value at 4% annually?
I pay $25 a month for it.
Yes, that's because one of your parents or grandparents set you up, right? And they got you one of those Head Start things, and you just took over the payments. And at certain ages, are you allowed to add up to a certain amount of dollars to the whole life policy to increase its value without any evidence of insurability, yes, that's guaranteed insurability option. You guys be sure and get that for your kids, especially because did you know that if your kid gets diagnosed on paper with autism, your kid is uninsurable. If your kid gets diagnosed with asthma in the thing as a child, he becomes uninsurable. And then he has to live his whole life as an uninsurable person. So get these kids set up from day one.
Yeah.
Super important. I don't know how I went there, but yeah, that is very
No,
important.
it's important. It's valid. It's a valid point. What else was I gonna say regarding? Yeah, I don't like Marisol. I think Marisol is a jerk, and I think it was very nasty of her. She came in the brightest white dress she could find too. It wasn't even like cream.
With freaking feathers.
What? I'm sorry.
Feathers and a tiara.
Yeah, but Nicole's a better person than me because I would have had security escort her ass out, her drunk ass out.
Or at the least, went and got somebody's dinner jacket to put over her.
I would have given her.
I'm the only one in white today, darling. What'd you say?
I would have given her like an apron or something. But that's just crazy and disrespectful.
Yeah, I would never do that. I don't have the balls. Like, it's disgusting. It's just
She did
crass.
that because she doesn't respect Nicole. She doesn't like her. She never has.
I don't know why. Because
it lapsed. That's another thing. If your insurance lapses, yes. Okay. So you can have insurance while you're insurable. Obviously, they gave a policy and then it somehow lapsed. And by the time they were able to make payments again, she was probably uninsurable and they weren't able to carry out with the final expense charges. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Regarding insurance, can I ask you a quick question? And I'm really going off topic right now. But remember Sweetie Pie's that incident where the uncle took out life insurance on a nephew and then had the nephew life ended?
Yeah.
How was he able to take out a life insurance on him without him knowing? That was very interesting to me.
Well, okay. So
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. So you have insurable interest as a family member or guardian. And so if he was raised with him,
he was an adult. He was an adult.
And when as an adult, he went and was able to get a policy on an adult person without their knowledge or
consent. That's what I'm saying. If you look it up, you'll
maybe he lied. Maybe he lied. He could have lied easily. There's no DNA data bank to make sure you're the person whose spit they got. You know what I'm saying? So if he presented as that person and had his social security number, that's pretty much all you need to do.
Y'all keep that SSN number on the rack.
Yeah. If you have your social security number, driver's license number, the person who has that they would never even know you had that on them. It's not reported anywhere that is in their name. So he could have had his social security number just from being around the house.
That's scary.
His driver's license number from being around the house. But you are supposed to have, there's a law about insurable interest so that is stopped. So he got around it somehow, especially if he was an adult. But yeah, all you need is social security number and driver's license number. And then any account that pays, it doesn't even have to be the account of the person that is the insured.
Right.
So there's no way that there's not a checks and balances system. You're just supposed to be honest when you're doing these transactions. Yeah, that's scary, huh?
Yeah, it is scary.
Very.
Since you're in the field, you know what I'm saying? How that could have happened? Because I was always confused by that.
Yeah. So yeah, keep your insurance payments up. See if you always enact your waivers. So they have waivers. So if you get out of work, your premium's waived while you're out of work. There's all kind of waivers you can enact. Call your people. Don't white knuckle it, guys. That's what a lot of people do. You make this huge investment and then stuff blows up. You lose your job and you're like, oh, the bills. And instead of call the insurance agent and say, look, this just happened to me. What can we do? That's all you need to do. They'll help you find a way to help you keep your stuff, dudes. I promise. Okay. Now we're back on subject. Okay. Now, Lisa did a little teeny tiny scene in Real Housewives of Miami this time. And she was saying something over there. Adriana was like, oh, somebody who's very popular in the Miami, he says you make him weak in the knees. I felt like Lisa's confessional was a little, I feel like she was really already thinking about dating, but she played it off good in that confessional, didn't she? She said without a blink, I've only been with Lenny for the last 15 years. I don't even know what that would be like. I don't even know what to think about that.
Hey, Curves.
I heard y'all had an agreement.
There's someone backstage that says that they're going to.
Oh, look, Tori's bald spot. Wait, what's happening? What's happening? If you don't look backstage, oh, stop doing commercials.
You then left me backstage for an hour. I am not coming back to your show.
I am so sorry. There's a thing. I have my screen split. Oh, darn. My bad. Welcome to the stage, Tori's bald spot. I appreciate you being here. What are your thoughts on Real Housewives of Miami?
Is this how you treat your guests?
I don't need to treat them like that. I'm sorry.
I don't agree with any of you except for maybe Sebastian. Sebastian, you like Larsa, right?
Is that you, Mims?
Yeah,
that is Mims.
What are you disagreeing with?
Sebastian, you like Larsa?
I don't like Larsa. I really don't.
Okay, well, I don't agree with none of y'all. Let's start with Nicole. I know people like Nicole and her husband. You can have money, but you can also be elitist. I picked up on that last season when we found out that Nicole and her husband, mostly her husband, was making fun of the way that
Larsa?
What there are a section of very, very wealthy men who expect you to know that their watch is $100,000 or they have, abstract art from the 20s. And that's what he gives me. I never liked him ever. And I see it. I can spot somebody like that in a minute. And he is
You're not wrong there. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. I am getting kind of Chrisley vibe, Girardi vibe. Like I'm feeling like something's going to end up getting found out sooner or later where all of these spidey senses that we're getting are going to be like, oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, we're not saying she's perfect, but we're just saying we didn't agree with Larsa jeopardizing her career. That's all.
I don't think that saying you slept with, I don't think that saying that you slept with the whole, I don't think that Larsa, Kardashian clone with bad body work, is going to in any way jeopardize this woman's career at all. Moreover, you opted to go on this reality show because it's clear that they have the money. Her desire to be famous has her on this show. And if her career is in jeopardy, it's because she put it there. Right. You have the perfect relationship. You have the perfect kids. You have the perfect home. You have the perfect coiffed hair. Why would you need Housewives of Miami? They don't make any money.
She's
They're
smart
on
for being on Housewives. She's smart for being on Housewives
because that is gonna.
We don't really
That's going to do what to her anesthesiologist career is what I'm saying, Sebastian.
It's not going to do nothing because Nicole never acts out of character. She tries to make sure that she doesn't act out of character. It's Larsa who wants to be messy and say ish that could get her job jeopardized.
Yeah, she don't.
Being on the show puts her job at jeopardy.
I agree with that.
Everyone in the group. That's all I'm saying. Like everyone can't be crazy. I kind of like seeing her be in the middle of things and kind of settle things down and like see it from a clear point of view.
But on the real, say you're getting a procedure done and you're kind of freaked out about it because you're going to go under and you find out your anesthesiologist is on Real Housewives. What are your thoughts?
I mean, she went to school, right? She went to school, right?
You're like, this person is literally putting me to the brink of death and she's on my TV show yelling at Larsa. Wow.
Yeah. Well, listen, it hasn't hurt Dr. Heavenly's business at all. As a matter of fact, her line has gotten longer. So I think that it would take, I don't feel like it would suffer, but I don't know. I might be starstruck. I might ask for.
The anesthesiologist is different than.
I don't like that comparison, Natasha. Like, this is the issue. The thing is, Nicole, we needed a Nicole. We needed a young Latina woman on these shows to bring it out the way she did. She's worked hard. I think she went to the University of Miami, which is a very hard medical school to go to. She's done a
Unless your
lot.
father's a gangster and could afford to buy your way in.
No, you can't buy your way in.
That
No,
can
you
happen.
can't.
Medical school like
Mims
that,
is
boo.
making
I'm
my
sorry,
mind
no.
think now.
Oh
You don't
no.
do that. You gotta take
Dang
MCAT,
it.
boo, and that shit is no joke. Because I studied for this.
That-
MCAT is no joke.
It is no
Yeah,
joke.
but you still
It
have
is
to
no joke.
pass. You can't buy the test.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You still gotta pass to get in. Like, no.
No, it's not passed.
Kelsey
That test is not
did
a pass
Megan
or
Thee
fail
Stallion's
test.
word.
That test is not a pass or fail test. You got to score high to get in.
Word.
It's not bad
And
for
look at
them.
that Megan, that police officer. Did you hear about that? She got
What?
fired because she had sex with the whole police station.
Oh yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, that was
and
crazy.
she let the people, all like 6 officers,
They ran a train.
ran a train on her.
Oh my God.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really have a core issue with Nicole. I just chose violence today. I think she's cute. I think she has the lifestyle. I think she's cute. I think she has the lifestyle. But I definitely think that I don't like her husband. I know men like him, and I try my best to embarrass men like him.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you on that.
I get
appreciate
it.
your violent streak today, Mims.
I'm
Don't
not
forget
getting
though,
Girardi
it
vibes
is
from
the
him.
first day of the new moon in Aquarius. So you're manifesting everything today, you guys. Whatever you think and say, it's gonna happen. $1 million through grace and mercy. What?
Right.
Grace and mercy.
It'll be your
I don't
soon.
think
It'll be your
I don't
soon,
get
I'll tell you
Girardi vibes from him. I don't get Girardi vibes from him. I
Neither
really
do I.
don't, and I'm gonna explain why.
I just get elitist. I'm not getting, I don't know if I'm getting it, but I definitely get like an elitist vibe.
Can I ask y'all a question? If you guys are rich, don't you guys think you're gonna be a little protectionist? Come on, like a little bit.
Yeah, a little.
I know a lot of wealthy people who aren't.
So do I. That you would never know, like literally.
No, but they are a little picky on things. I don't mean like pretensions in a classical sense. I just mean like when you have money and wealth. Like for instance, you might be very particular by the way things are done, the way things are set up. Like you're not tolerating shit as much. I know I'm a little like that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm very particular about certain things. Like when it comes to customer service and other things, I just am the way I am, and I'm not gonna apologize for it.
Are you a Karen?
I'm not a Karen, boo.
Oh.
Don't do that. I'm not a Karen at all, but I do like things done the right way. Absolutely.
Well, his insistence of moving to that one island and getting like a $40 million home, and she was like, "Why do we need to do that?" Like, I don't know. I feel like that kind of says something.
I'm with you, Lola. I'm very particular as well, but I just have a sense about people, and I know guys like him, and I just
But power makes men a little off. Like I feel like men can't
That's
handle
true.
power. So it's like I feel like it's more so the power thing about him being a top lawyer than it is so much about the money. I think
you're right. Well, the money gives power too.
Right, but the connections he has more than anything.
He's won big cases. He's won
Right,
very
he
big
probably
cases.
got dirt on people too.
Right on. Yeah.
Y'all want to talk bad about him, but y'all don't talk bad about Leah Black's husband, who was
I talk black.
I thought Leah Black was divorced when she came on the show.
Sebastian, I'm the one who mentioned that. I'm the one who said related him to the Epstein. I'm not giving them any slack either. They're a mess. No. They're disgusting.
She's still married to him.
Yes.
Wait, what's the Leah Black story? What happened? I don't know.
Yeah, tell him.
Her husband defended.
Yeah,
in 2007.
He defended who? Sorry.
The Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Well, did he go to the island? Hold on. Did he go to the island?
We don't know.
Okay, so that's the point. Everybody. Well, the point that I'm making is everybody defends somebody, right? There's going to be court-appointed people who defend Epstein if somebody else didn't. So I'm not saying. I mean, I think all lawyers are greasy, but we can't condemn somebody for taking a case.
I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Epstein seems like the type of guy that he would carefully select who he wants and aligns with. He doesn't seem like he would just take anybody, especially if they're not in line with.
Right.
I think all lawyers lie, but if if nobody took his case, a lawyer would take his case that would be court appointed, and they would have to defend them to the best. Now, I mean, we can go into specifics and say if he's the lawyer that got him released and he still committed crimes, that's pretty disgusting.
Right.
If he was one that had him released every day and he was able to work from home 8 hours a day and all that, yeah, that's pretty horrible. But
well, he got that because they came in and the powers that be were saying, hey, this guy's actually above your pay grade because he was an asset for Mossad. And when you're an agent like that, police don't matter. And they let you know real quick. So that's why they gave him that, just to like give him something. But they swooped into that case real quick and were like, hey, this guy is above your pay grade. You're not going to do a lot to him.
Somebody said, am I Aquarius? Yeah. So I want to point this out because...
Are you an Aquarius, really?
Yeah, my birthday's next week.
Are you
You totally are. I can see that.
Do you
remind
art
me of my friend's husband.
Are you creative? Do you art?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm an Aquarius.
But I buy art. Does that count?
Yeah, well, that makes you.
Well, as long as you appreciate it.
As long as it's not paint by numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you guys a quick story
Rush
about somebody.
Limbaugh too? Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Somebody that I didn't even know was wealthy. This dude drives a Tacoma, right? I have some personal family stuff going on, and he's connected to my sister business-wise. Super nice guy, drives a Toyota Tacoma. When my sister told him what's going on, like personal stuff with my family, and you know, there's hospitals involved, he said, let me call my business partner. He's on the board. I did not know this man's full story until he helped with the hospital stuff. His family literally renovated the Vatican.
No way.
Yikes.
Personally, he drives a Tacoma. So when you say wealthy people are...
Toyotas are expensive, so I don't know why you keep saying Tacoma like that.
Well, no, I mean, we're talking about somebody who owns a $40 million house and saying, "Oh, well, all wealthy people are pretentious."
You ever see the Corolla's price tag?
You know what's hilarious?
His family renovated the Vatican. I mean,
not all rich people have those cars.
You guys,
I actually dated a British billionaire one time on accident. I didn't know, and he bought one of those cash one day just because he thought it was funny. And his dad asked him why he was driving a car like the gardener.
That's hilarious. But you know, that's how rich people stay rich. Cars are the number one thing that depreciates immediately. Why spend a bajillion buttloads of dollars on that when you could invest it? Duh. Drive a Tacoma, dude.
Yeah, I would.
All I'm saying is the best people with money are not pretentious. That's all I'm saying. You can have a lot of money, but as long as that doesn't define who you are.
Yeah.
And I don't like the way we're trying to portray Nicole and her man. I'm not with it. Listen, that is my Cuban sis on that show. Let her rock, okay? Let Nicole rock.
Y'all, we Latin. We gonna defend our people. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna get off Nicole. I'll give her.
I see both sides. I think there's more than it's just like there's lots of things happening at the same time. There's more, you know what I mean?
Wait, can I ask y'all a question though? Wouldn't y'all want to know someone?
Hey, I'm gonna check myself real fast. So me speculating about Nicole.
No, you're fine. We're joking. But I have a question for you.
Equivalent to someone speculating about Candace and her husband, and we need to just let them exist and be great until they're not great or until something happens.
No, what he's saying is that she had a right to defend herself because that's her career that she worked so hard for. That just
I agree with that. That's what I agree.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Am I saying that she's perfect? No. I'm actually on the fence. I can't decide if I like Nicole. That's why I'm like, I see mushy.
I think we need more time with her.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have a question.
News fast.
Because Larsa was upset. Larsa was upset because she wanted to get to know her before she came to her home. I'd be the same way too. I don't know if she's a crack whore. Like I want to meet.
Oh my god.
And no, I'm not inviting anyone to my home. I'm sorry. I'm like that too. Like we need to have.
That's true.
Certain
it's
level
a Latin thing.
I don't know. You could steal. Yeah, we are like that. Latin people are like that. We don't.
But did she do that to Kiki? Did she do it to Gertie?
Well, we don't know that. We don't know their relationship though. Maybe she knew them beforehand. Like we don't.
Not
know
just that. She doesn't. She knows that Gertie and Kiki, they're not.
They're nice.
They're
people.
not capable.
They don't have
they're
the
nice
reputation.
They don't have an OnlyFans account.
Right.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
feel
I'm
you.
not
So we're
inviting
slut
anybody.
shaming.
Latin people are like that. I'm sorry. When you knock on our door, we hide. We don't like people
We're
knocking
not
on the door.
slut shaming. We're just
You gotta
saying
text and call 2
when
hours
you're a
in advance.
doctor
So I'm
and you have
sorry.
someone, it's like
And it's a cultural thing too, because
It
Kiki
is
and
a
Gertie are
cultural
kind of
thing.
like they're kind of near Nicole's. They're definitely closer to Nicole's culture than Larsa.
That's true. That is true.
I don't let people in my house either.
Me
I make
neither.
I make
You
a
I
boy
don't
go
do
through a
drive
metal
bys either.
detector.
me neither. Oh my God, if you show up unannounced, I am not answering the door.
Exactly.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
treating you
And the
like a
door is
Jehovah's
bolted locked.
Witness.
Oh my God, you guys wouldn't like me IRL because you tell me to stop by, you'll get a visit. And it
No,
won't be
you're
tomorrow.
No,
no.
but if you say
I'm
you're coming
in your
by, that's
neighborhood.
something different.
Yeah, but if you
Don't
show
pop
up
up.
unannounced,
Yeah,
we're
don't
no
pop
longer
up.
friends and the door is remaining bolted shut.
Don't pop up.
And I'm not inviting you until I really get to know you and see if I like you. For all I know, you could have bed bugs and you could bring that shit over. I don't know you, ho.
That's
Right?
why, if
Bed
you really
bugs.
look at it, Gertie and Kiki are not really having a big issue with Nicole saying that, because they know that they would probably do the same thing. They're from the same similar culture. They know damn well they're not going to bring anyone near their house,
Right.
especially near their kids. Oh no.
Or
Oh
husband.
no.
Right.
Mm.
And
I didn't know
Because
you
we
were
know
Cuban,
Larsa likes
Sebastian.
to steal men.
Oh yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
Sebastian?
I
Are
think
you
that would
are
be
you
part
full
of
blood
it.
Cuban?
Huh?
Yes.
I
But
think
my
it's
mother
Okay,
wasn't
no,
born in Cuba. My mother was born in Brazil to Cuban parents. So yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I
okay.
still am. I still am. But she's
Cuba's like the one place that I really, really want to go before they close it
no,
off.
you don't. No,
right
no,
now
you
I
don't.
gotta close it off. Who told you that?
What?
Who said they gonna
You
close
don't
it?
want to go.
Why? What's wrong with Cuba?
What's wrong with
Cuba's
Cuba?
not, I know people have gone to Cuba. Cuba's nice.
I thought it was beautiful. I heard
It
it was
is.
really
It is
beautiful.
beautiful.
Well, that's the thing. You're only gonna go to the touristic places, but once you go to actual places, which actual mostly Cubans live in, not just Russian oligarchs and international oligarchs, i.e., outside of Havana. When you go to those places, that's when you're really gonna see what poverty and communism brings.
Well, no, I no. Whenever I travel, I try to make sure that I can like get some form of a guide, and I go into like the inner cities as long as it's safe. I'll
Yeah.
go. I want to see like the whole in its entirety. I don't want to just go to the hotel.
You can get a
Then
tour
go to
guide. My friend
Santiago
did
de
it.
Cuba.
You
Go
could
to
do
As
it.
a
Santiago de
woman though,
Cuba.
like it's scary. Like in general, I always get scared. I just always
Nothing's gonna
assume. I
happen.
watch too much.
Nothing.
I listen to too much true crime for this.
I'm not going to any kind of communist country and getting stuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Nah,
What
nah,
was that one
they
movie
look
with
at
Claire
stuff
Danes in
like that.
Thailand? Like,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's horrible.
Well, yeah, they slipped the D's in their bags.
I'm sorry. What?
They stuck
I'm a paranoid
drugs in their
person.
bags.
Whose bags?
In the Claire Danes story,
What
the
was it?
movie
Something
it's a
Palace?
real life. Yeah, it's a real life story, and they put drugs
Well, bitch, watch
in
your
their bags,
bags. Watch your bags, bitch.
Oh, how sad. Claire
and then
Danes.
they got locked up. So
Oh,
She did have a career at one point.
she still does.
do she?
She acts every now and again, but
And
she looks
Cuba's
She's
going
really
through a
good at
horrible.
that
moment right
ugly
now.
cry. That's like her go-to.
Yeah,
You
but
know
her she's horrible. She didn't age well.
No, but listen, you know what
Wow.
the problem is with Claire Danes? She looked like January Jones. They look like the same hoe to me. Don't they?
No,
There is
I just seen Claire Danes on the Golden Globes. She did not age well.
Y'all
Oh
are
really.
no,
grimy
really?
today. Y'all are
She did
horrible.
not. She did
Just
not
simply,
moisturize at all.
just simply,
Oh
how
my
much
God.
Larsa's paying you? Larsa's not smart.
Well, yeah, she should have finished school, or maybe she could go back to school instead of stealing everybody's business all the time.
And
Oh.
sending foot
Okay.
pics from others.
Taking
Larsa's a
people's
mess.
baby daddies and
She's
stuff.
she's
Larsa is a mess.
definitely a mess. However, I got like a better, clearer picture of her when Adriana started coming for her. Because if you realize, Larsa was pretty low key. She was kind of just into herself, and then they pushed her. When she came back at Adriana and was like, "I can break you down in 2 minutes. You're broke. You look
You
bad."
saw
Like
how
when she did, that was absolutely hilarious. That was epic for reality television,
Yeah.
and everything she said was true.
But you forget that
She
Larsa
fell off.
also told everyone that she looked down on any kids that are out of wedlock. And she took
I
like this
think she,
higher moral code.
I think she just said
It's
that
like
to
pick a
get back.
struggle.
I think she just said that to get back in Nicole. I think Larsa is one of those people where you say anything and I'm just gonna do whatever I can and blow your head off.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what we said. She's like not safe to be around because she's
Unless
Listen,
that means don't start none, won't be none. That's
look at Larsa. You heard when you remember you just talked about the Adriana situation. When Larsa was talking to Adriana, you saw how her voice changed. That's real. That's Larsa's real voice. She's just
yes.
mocking a voice right now because to act like the Kardashians. Okay, this is not
Yep.
Larsa's real voice. Her real voice is when she was talking to Adriana. That was her real voice.
But if
Yep.
I could do that and make millions of dollars just by mimicking Kim Kardashian, I would start talking like this
She's
too.
the
Whatever it takes.
Not the vocal fry.
Whatever it takes.
Why?
But yeah, she's fake. It is what it is. But
That
she's good
vocal
for
fry
reality
makes me want to
television.
like.
Show
Y'all better
up.
make sure y'all men are not sending her $5 a month for some feet picture, for some bunion pictures. Y'all better.
Oh, she has an immune disease? She did?
They call you
Oh,
make fun of a
bless
sick
her
person.
heart.
Who is bringing up her
Yeah.
Carfax?
It was that maybe she got bit by the spider for real. I don't know. Oh my God.
Was she in Spider-Man?
Wasn't
Who?
that Claire Danes?
No.
Who's that?
That was the chick from Bring It On, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
forgot.
yeah.
I forgot her name.
Let's
What's her name?
see.
The redhead, right?
Yeah, that
Claire
was the girl from
Danes.
Bring It On.
I'm getting my
Oh yeah,
all
she was
smeared.
in Interview with a Vampire, the movie.
And Marie Antoinette.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, wasn't she in freaking and she was in what was that Showtime show?
Kirsten
She was in
Dunst.
Marie Antoinette.
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yes,
Kirsten Dunst was that girl in the 90s, early 2000s.
So this is Claire.
Yeah, she look like January Jones to me, don't she?
She does
Yeah,
look
a
like
little bit.
January.
I told you.
What
You
was that
mean right
movie
here
that
with
she
this
did?
red hair?
The Cuba movie that she was talking about.
What Cuba movie?
No, she was in it was about Singapore.
I like Stardust.
Oh, it was Singapore, not
I
Cuba.
like
Okay.
Stardust.
Yeah, that was kind of
No,
cool.
Thailand. Excuse
It was
me.
in Thailand. Yeah.
Stardust, it's good, huh?
I
It
like
was like that fairy tale type movie, right?
Oh, I love a good fairy tale.
Right.
Check it out.
Oh, fantasy adventure.
This is I gotta go, y'all. Y'all are
Stardust
hilarious.
was good.
This was fun.
Ooh, nice.
Stardust was very
All right.
good. You should look at
Thanks
it.
for coming through,
Curbs.
Mims. Everybody, check
Mims.
out Mims.
Bye, Mims.
He has a channel in these YouTube streets. He is fantastic. You guys make sure you go over there and show him some love. Smash his buttons, y'all. Smash his buttons. Go through.
Maybe I should actually
Oh
start
wait,
a
look
channel.
at Just Simply.
Maybe
She
I should start a
clarified.
channel that's Tori's bald spot. Maybe I should.
And you can just troll around town.
You can say everything you don't say on Meg.
Yeah, you can say how you really feel.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Yeah.
I cannot
That
with
would
the
be
tattoos on the side
hilarious.
either. I cannot with the tattoos on the side and the alopecia.
But just say like some really hilarious,
hilarious.
ridiculous stuff. And just
I went
like we
into
always
Ulta
know,
the other
like
day,
wild
and
things.
I went into Ulta the other day, and the security guard looked just like Tory Lanez,
That's hilarious.
and he was just short, just like him too.
No way.
You're like Tortor? Is that you?
Huh?
Look at Just Simply. She said, I'm just pointing out the facts. Larsa regrets not going to law school because of a man and resents Nicole because she actually completed med school, established her career.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna call her
okay.
fake when she's so real. Like, whatever, lady. Whatever. What did you guys think about the overall party with Nicole? I thought it was beautiful. I loved her uninvitation and was like, look at yourself, bitch. Look at yourself. I got you a mirror since you like yourself so much. Look at yourself.
Do you think it was mischievous and or nefarious of Marisol to like beeline to her dad like that?
Yeah, she probably effed them back in the day. What do you mean?
No, did you hear Marisol already?
Like, why is she trying to get
admitted-
close to Nicole's dad? Like, you don't like
Marisol
her.
is a party girl. Marisol used to party, y'all. Marisol has said that she used to hang out with the people with the cocaina. She said it. She said it. She liked it. She said those were the days. And then what did she say about
Alexia's
she said about Nicole's dad? She said, "Oh, look at his glasses." It looks like he might.
No,
say-
but what I'm saying is that
said
so
he-
did Alexia because Alexia's first husband was a cocaine cowboy.
Yeah, that's why they're so
Exactly.
good friends. They probably used to be on one together. Whatever.
There's a whole movie about
Yeah, she likes those kind of people. That's Marisol. Marisol was like, I'm home. What's good, Dad?
Right? She's like, y'all, you're my people. Let's do this.
Right? She was like, you are a fun time. He's like, mm-hmm.
He knew what was up too.
Yeah, he knew what she was talking about. He was trying to get Kiki, though. That was hilarious. When he was up in Kiki's face talking about, oh, what did he want her to do? He wanted her to do something. She said, you want me to what?
Kiki might be Nicole's stepmama.
Kiki might become Nicole's stepmama. Nicole would kill Kiki.
She would snap her in half.
Hilarious. But it kind of was sad to me. The way that Nicole could not tolerate her father's imperfections for any time. She was like, this is
Alexia's
my
right though.
And you
Alexia's right on
not
that.
have a freaking drink. You couldn't not have a freaking drink. Like she should have just relaxed like for 2 seconds.
Yeah, but it looks like he's an alcoholic, Curves, and he's not.
He is a freaking alcoholic. So what? Everybody knows.
So you're not gonna speak to him ever again?
Hold on. You're not gonna disrespect me and embarrass you in front of my guests and my friends during an important time in my life.
Look, I left the lady at home like you told me to, Nicole. I left the lady at home. Please let me have a drink. Okay? At least let me have a drink. Come on over here.
The bartender. He high-fived the bartender.
Take a picture with your dad who got to pay for your whole 8 years of med school because of everything you hate me for now. I was just like this then. Take a picture with your dad.
Well, the good thing is we got to talk about this.
I
was shocked when he said that he liked Anthony. I thought he was going to say something bad about Anthony when Alexia told her, your daughter's getting married to Anthony. What's your thoughts on him? I really was shocked.
They tried to get some juice, and he was like, no, I love everyone.
Yep. That's exactly what they tried to do.
Yep.
Am I frozen? I feel frozen, you guys.
You're not frozen. We see you.
No way. I did not move
I
that
feel
whole
frozen.
time on my screen. I was like, what's wrong with this?
You okay?
I'm telling you, my thing is so
Are you drunk? You
no. I got a VPN. And so on my side, it's laggy, it's glitchy. And on your side, it's been fine, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm so delayed over here. I feel like I've been talking over you guys. Whatever. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Continue.
She's like, whatever.
Continue. Who was talking?
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that Karen Huger has made pop culture history now?
How? What happened?
She was a character on RuPaul's Snatch Game Friday.
Really?
Really.
RuPaul's.
It wasn't good. RuPaul's Drag Race. They did the Snatch Game where they mimic
game
celebrities and stuff.
Karen
Huger made it. So now she's a part of pop culture history.
Okay, where is my disclaimer thingy?
Because she created herself. She was smart. She took someone mocking her and she made it into a character. That's
but the drag queen doing her didn't do her well though.
Oh shit.
Back, y'all. What y'all talking about now? I went to get a little.
You got me going in circles.
I think Curves is drunk.
Me too. I think she might have a little something in her beverage.
You don't even care that we talking. She's just singing over us.
Right?
That's how she does, man. It's a method to the madness.
Yes, I'm sorry. I got the music in me. I got the music
in me.
I got the music in me. Woo! You guys look it up. Look it freaking up. All right. No, I'm not drunk at all. I actually haven't even been drinking. I had a sip virtually with Naughty Love right here. Thanks for coming through, Naughty Love.
Hey, Naughty.
Hi, Naughty.
Make sure you go through the Naughty Love movement over here. She has great content. Check a sister out. She's fabulous. Anyway, so yeah, I had a drink then, but I don't drink. You guys, I'm not a drinker. Not at all. This is like all the time. My mom is like, you're so special. Like I I'll be in the store. I hear something. I will make a song. I will dance anywhere, sing anywhere. And I have never been diagnosed anything, y'all, except for happy.
We
I've
didn't
never
say you was
been
crazy.
diagnosed nothing but happy. So I'm good. I'm good. Okay. So we were talking about Real Housewives of Miami. And I appreciate you guys for coming up and enduring me for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Real Housewives of Potomac, and now Real Housewives of Miami. You know, I like Nicole's party a lot. I loved her invitation. I love that Gertie was there on purpose by accident to finish reading it, because either Larsa can't read and look at herself, or Larsa can't look at herself and read because she can't finish it. Could she? It was a good thing Gertie was there. We wouldn't have known what that thing said. So her dad, I wish she would have had a little more compassion. Her mom, what a freaking saint, y'all. To have that man be all over everybody in your face the same way it used to be, and you still trying to talk your daughter into seeing the good side of him, and all she can see is you still get treated the same by the man, and he's drunker. You know, that's like a lot to handle. Poor Lisa. She again is going through it with freaking what are you doing? She again is going through it with Lenny, not knowing what is going on. And really trying to figure things out. Like, she should have known whether or not her name was on the mortgage, you guys. Always know that. If it's a mortgage, have your name on it. If it's a lease, have your name on it. Be sure that you are duly represented in the spaces of your life that you need to be, so that nobody can take advantage of you or force you out of something that you
or
believe
kick
was
you out.
yours, or that you were entitled to remain in. You see
I
what
mean,
I'm
that's
saying?
pimping 101 though. That's pimping 101. That's gold digging
Hey,
101.
not everybody's pimping. Hey, but I'm from
Girl,
Oakland.
listen, if you listen, there's two types of people in the world: the pimps and then the people getting pimped. I'm sorry, I'm a PIMP, always have
Boom,
been.
boom, boom, boom,
My
Yeah,
name goes first on everything. Sometimes it's just money.
yeah.
Okay.
Like
I'm just a
I'm a
PIMP.
yeah. Like I'm not afraid to let you guys know
Me fucked
some
up.
of the pimping ways, so to speak. So that's one of them. Have your name on
You better
it,
get with it.
or have your own and have your name on that. Okay. So that's what
Anybody buy
I'm
you a
talking about,
car, get
because
your
poor
name on it.
Lisa, she's like, I don't
Right?
really know what I'm gonna do. She's like really
She just really
blindsided.
thought she had it like that, and she didn't
Yeah.
even bother to
Y'all
check.
need a contingency plan. All right. Y'all need a plan from A to Z.
While you spending his money, stack yours.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always say to
Hello.
get a little account on the side with your maiden name.
And some real estate,
Yep.
some stocks, some bonds, something.
Right.
And just slowly over time, just put a little. And so,
Little.
yep.
Uh-oh.
Or
I'm
you could put
trying
it under a family member's name. Yep.
Honey, Shawnee O'Neal stacked Shaq's money, bought property behind his back, and when he tried to take it from her in the divorce settlement, the judge was like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah."
She did? I didn't realize she
Show
did all that.
did. Show did.
Yeah, she should write a book. She should teach a class.
Spend his money, stack yours, ladies.
Yep.
Okay, Milo.
Yeah, go out of here.
I thought that was perfect timing. I thought Curves
He's
was
too much.
literally, that was one of your side.
He's too much. No, that was really Milo. That wasn't like
No,
my
like
friend,
Milo
like
was literally
Nicole.
agreeing.
Yeah, he listens to all of this stuff. He's like, really, Mom? I'm like, yeah. Okay, so did you guys think that Kiki's response to her dad was cute and classy? And I loved her response to freaking Julia, which was, oh my God, she could give a class. That was
The
a
hair
whole
flip.
tutorial in model shade. Okay, everybody, I want you to, what you do when you see the people that you aren't messing with, but you're in a situation and you can't really look like you're not messing with them without looking crazy, right? So you're going to look over, smile, and toss your hair and walk away. Okay? And if you don't have hair, then you're going to look over, smile, turn your head, and just walk away. So it works either way. It's not a hair thing, okay? So anybody can do it. Whenever somebody you see that you're not messing with, just
smile and
Such
pivot.
a nice person. Curves, you're so nice. Some of us are some petty ass bitches.
Yep, I wouldn't smile at
And I
nobody.
will slap.
I can't do it. Yeah.
I will backhand a bitch if I feel like it. It's on site. I'm sorry. I'm not type of broad.
My face will not be
y'all gotta
fake.
understand. Curves is the angel on your shoulder, and I'm the devil on the other. So.
Oh, see there. Well, and look, that's okay. That's okay. It's
Yeah, you are a flower child. You're right, mademoiselle. She's a flower child.
Yep.
Total flowers, unicorns, rainbows.
West Coast flower child.
Yes.
And I'm a New
I'm
York
too
bitch.
I'm too East Coast.
Yeah. Hopefully the prenup is invalid because our kids in the picture now. Yeah, I hope that. And how old was Lisa when she
Who is at the supermarket?
Sign it under duress the same way
Of course, you know it's Corey.
No, I'm not. I'm in my bed. Thank you very much.
I think it's Natasha at the supermarket.
Are you at the store?
Yeah, Natasha's at self-checkout.
Oh, see there.
Natasha, if you buying bananas, get the organic ones, but scan them like they're the regular cheap ones.
Needs
Don't
the
be
link.
dumb.
Oh, here you go. Bam. Bam.
Girl, I always get organic.
Yeah, you guys.
No, I mean get the organic banana, but scan it like it's the cheaper one.
You guys
save
got
some money.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, be more shorty.
What's up, be more shorty?
Show look good to me. Okay, come on, see again. Going.
What the hell is going on now?
Going. Okay, I'm getting to you. I'm coming down the thing. Hello, sir. Ooh, God is great. Hello, naughty.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
You're
good.
here. You're here.
I got a new microphone, so I'm trying.
Oh, it sounds good. Let me hear it. Wait. I'm going to stop.
Can you hear it? I don't know if it's on or not.
Okay, say something.
Hello.
Oh, that's clear. Isn't that clear, you guys? I like it.
Five below.
Say something else.
Live, love, laugh.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that nice, you guys? Nice, naughty.
And you said 5 below?
Is that how many degrees
it is? With a little screen and everything.
Wait, did you really get it 5 below? Sorry.
Yeah.
I could use a microphone.
My man, he was like, "Go have a good time today, babe."
Let me see.
Give me some money.
I like 5 below. They have that out here too. Show me again.
I love a good 5 below deal.
I like it like that. Nice. And that sound is very crisp. I like it crisp. I feel like mine can be a little distorted and smeared almost. You know what I mean?
Not smeared.
Through the laptop. Just like I feel like I'm not as HD as the freaking description of this thing said it would be. So, you know what I mean? But hey, I'm happy that I have the devices. Thank you, God.
I'm a gadget girl.
And more, please.
I'm not. I'm like the worst.
You're the best at what now?
I'm surprised I don't have a rotary
open,
phone.
you guys got to choose your words careful over here. Choose your words careful. The portal is open. Now, what did you say, Natasha?
I mean, I'm not the worst. I'm the best.
Yeah, you're the best at what now?
Just about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Just the overall best a lot of stuffer.
I'm still laughing at the self-checkout call out though.
I hear everything.
And why is it got to be me that's at the supermarket, Sebastian?
I didn't say that, Sebastian.
Sebastian.
You always be doing that.
Sebastian,
I
never run errands.
Store.
That's hilarious.
From the car, maybe.
I like wanted a snack. And they got this really good elote asado.
Natasha?
Elote asada dip.
Elote asada dip.
The street corn dip. You know what I mean? The Mexican street corn.
Elote. Elote. Yeah, I know elote. That's
And
the corn with the mayonnaise smear and the tahini.
And the chili, yep.
And the cotija cheese.
Y'all making me want Mexican.
We always start talking food over here.
I love Mexican street corn. Like,
me too. There was a lady outside my apartment in Brooklyn, and I would literally step out. We had the best taco truck, and then there was a random lady that would pull up in her little mini cart slinging elotes, and I was like, this is amazing.
Oh, it's so good. I used to get it on Fruitvale in Oakland. Oh, the best elote ever on Fruitvale in Oakland. That lady used to hook it up. It would be so juicy.
And you get extra lime, extra chili.
I like the street corn on Coney Island. Every time I go, I get a bag of street corn.
Y'all go to Coney Island with them heroin needles in the sand?
Yeah, I don't like you step in the sand, you get pricked.
Word.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
Oh my God.
It's disgusting. Like you could see needles coming out. It's disgusting.
You go to
That
Brighton
sounds
Beach.
very dangerous and like something I wouldn't want to participate in. I'm so glad for our California beaches. Our beaches are still pretty nice. Like
your beaches are nice. Santa Monica Beach is really nice. I've been there.
Yeah, your beaches are top.
I went to Samo High.
No one says anyway.
Go Samo.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, what is she saying?
Someplace named Samo High.
Samo High, Santa Monica.
No, I said I've been to Santa Monica. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I said I used to go to Santa Monica High School.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
They had high schools back then. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, way back. But you know what? I had to put tires on my feet, old tire tread, and we would have to tie it around with twine that we would make out of any kind of fibers we could find. You know? No, that's not really true. It's not that long ago, bitch. Like I was not too long ago. Okay. Look. Okay. Real Housewives of Miami. Were you having thoughts on that, Nadi?
Well, I heard the situation about the lady who was not protected financially.
Oh, Lisa.
Yeah, ladies. People like love and business is two different things. You got to be on top of your business.
Yes, ma'am.
To be quite honest. We don't let you, like back in the day, wives used to stay home. They didn't know anything. They let their husbands run everything. You have to be on top of your business so that you're not blindsided. Anybody that like, if my partner, I think it was a panel we sat on Curves where they were talking about like, if my partner went and bought a house, how would I feel about it? I wouldn't like it because you just
without you knowing.
Yeah,
like that. And was it a surprise for us? And he put me on there, and like,
well, what else you gonna surprise me with?
Yeah. Because if you have a whole house I don't know about, then you can have a whole family I don't know about either.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But guys, I've always said this.
I agree with Lola Lane. You got pimp. Okay, you got his money.
I've always said this. If I'm getting married, I will buy my house before I get married. So my name's the only one on the deed.
That's what my uncle did. Right.
Yeah. And I'll just wait 5 years.
Sebastian, you better not marry no Latin woman because you know damn well how we get down. We taking the house, the brown skin off your back, everything.
That's not going to happen.
Damn well how
yours is mine.
Girl,
that's
period.
not going to happen.
Doesn't have to happen.
I grew up around y'all, so I know your moves. I already know all your
Sebastian's already prepping.
I know your moves.
No, you don't.
I'm not living in a house that my name ain't on.
I would never live in a house if my name is not on.
Yeah, Sebastian. Most women won't live in a house where their name ain't on the shit. The smart one, then with the smart bitches. Anyway.
I ain't paying half no bill. My name ain't on it.
Her own stuff still too, and you guys rent it out, or vice versa.
Yeah, Sebastian, you could do that. You could buy a house, rent that out, and then move into something with her.
Yeah, you need a mutual house. Well, a normal person.
No, I want my assets protected. I want my
then put it in a trust. Get yourself a prenup and move on.
Or you know what I'll do? I'll do this. I'll just have a property management company rent the house and rent it back to me, and then just pay the rent there, and then it just comes back in my
Wait,
pocket.
Sebastian, can I ask you a question? Because you're a Latin man. Now, you know damn well in our culture, y'all supposed to pay for shit. Because I know I don't pay for shit. Corey know that. I told her I don't really pay for shit.
I'm like that too.
That
I'm
is
like
true. That's
traditional.
true.
I wouldn't pay for nothing either.
Culturally, hold on, time
If we're
out.
supposed to pay
Culturally,
for
how are you
stuff,
going to get away
if
with
we're
that?
supposed-
How are you going to get away with when you're expected to pay for shit? How are you going to get away with
we
that?
are expected to pay for stuff. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with paying.
So
for
how you
stuff. I
going
have
to get
no
away
issue.
with only having your assets when a bitch is going to be like, excuse me?
No, I said after 5 years, if the marriage is still going after 5 years or kids, then I'll add your name.
No.
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 I'm not taking
No.
shit until my name's on shit.
No.
If I ain't
that's
doing
not how it
stuff
works.
from the jump, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, don't marry me
That's
if
not
you're
gonna
that
happen.
untrustworthy.
I ain't doing it. And if I gotta
That's
pay
not
for
gonna
everything, if I
happen.
gotta pay half, I ain't doing it.
No,
I
you're
ain't
not
paying
gonna pay
half
for
shit.
any half. I'm just gonna
Oh,
put
I'm
your
not
name
paying
on the
half.
deed after 5 years, or if kids come before that. That's my thing.
What's mine is mine, and what yours is mine.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Precisely.
Like I said, my mama told me, spend his, stack yours.
Well, then that's
Spend
called
his, stack
gold
yours.
digging.
I sure am.
And
Gold digger.
I
She
just
ain't
don't
no
This
trust
house
people.
that I,
Like,
the house that I
always
live in
assume
now,
you said
from
gold
the
digger
bottom
like I'm
drop.
ashamed of it.
the house that I live in now, my mama bought this. She won the illegal lottery. She bought this house for cash. And because of the time, she had to put his name on it. The man she found to marry, so she can get a house. Okay.
No way. Really?
Yes way. And then she couldn't wait to get him off this deed.
Yeah.
So they let you take him off, but to have one, you had to have him
No,
on.
he died. That's how they got off
Oh.
the deed. She bought this house in 1965.
Did your mama arrange his untimely demise? I ain't judging.
Oh no.
Ah,
The cocaine, the booger sugar.
white girl.
He took.
Lines, vision, dreams of passion going through my mind, and all the while I think of you. Hot lines, a very strange reaction going through my mind. The more they see, the more they do. Nothing but a phenomenon, baby. Sorry.
Y'all, this dip is everything.
See?
Is that the hummus, the elote dip?
Yeah.
Are you doing that with the
And I paired it with this.
with the celery stick? What
No,
is
I
your
paired it with. Have you ever heard of Siete chips? They cook with avocado oil.
Oh, nice.
It's bomb. It's
Is it a big
the
tip?
fuego,
You
the
guys like
fuego
horchata?
kind, which has like a lot of lime and spice in it, and you
Uh-huh.
pair that with this dip, and it's like everything dreams are made out of.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so yummy.
Y'all making me
Y'all
hungry.
drink horchata?
Oh,
I love a good
I
horchata.
love horchata.
Yes.
Oh,
Add
rum
rum,
chata.
add rum to it next time. It's good.
Yep, rum chata.
Oh, rum
I don't
chata.
drink alcohol.
Y'all making me
Yeah,
want.
Sebastian, we know. Shit.
Yeah.
Y'all making me want a hint of lime taco right now.
Well, Sebastian, I'll drink enough for the both.
Sebastian, we know you don't drink, you don't spend money on bitches. We know. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right?
Right.
I want a chipotle lime.
Lime on everything. I love acidity in my food. Spice. You need spice. You need acidity.
With the lime and the coconut.
And
And
that,
that
drink
everything
it
goes
all
together.
with the lime and the coconut. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, Sebastian, can I ask you a question? You could do a prenup, right? And you could put clauses in there. So if they cheat on you, you still keep the house and stuff like that. You can make it really hard for them to take the house.
I don't do
You know that, right?
prenups.
Huh?
Then you crazy.
I don't
You're
like
not doing a prenup.
Boy, you better get a prenup.
Prenup?
Prenup.
I just don't like it. It
You
makes
see,
you
MC
second guess
Light,
the person
she
too easily.
protected all
It
her
is. I
assets.
get what he's saying.
We want prenup. We want
It
prenup.
makes me
Look
just
at what happened with
scared.
MC
Like,
Light. Her marriage ended 3 years in, okay? And thank God she protected her assets because she walked away with everything she came with.
Yep. And he
I
walked
don't
away
do
with that
prenup.
duffel bag.
That he came with.
I'm hiding my
Prenups,
shit abroad.
they just make you. They make your head hurt. I don't do prenups.
That sounds
You better
good.
get out of that.
Buddy.
Get out of that headspace. You better get
Oh my
get
God,
the
be more
I
prenup.
just
starting.
don't do prenups.
Yeah, you got to
Eggplant
put your
parm
mask
is
on
my
you
favorite.
first. You never know what people are in this game for. And whether it's
No,
the
you
long
don't.
haul or a short term, you always need to
I'm a
put the
testament
mask
to
on
that.
first.
Don't worry,
people.
I'll know if the person's in it with good intentions. My
He
grandmother
hard headed.
would
Let
tell
him
me.
rock. He hard headed. Don't be talking sense
My
to somebody.
grandmother would tell me.
Wait,
And
so
we all know how
Right?
that
Actually,
works.
the best advice I could give you with that, you
Get
have
at
to find
you, come
someone.
across.
Hold on. You have to find someone that you're evenly yoked with that has just as much to lose as you.
Oh, that's
I
a
was about
good
to say,
one.
find your equal.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna find someone in
marry
Vegas like
somebody that got
Letty
more
did with
money than you.
Lisa.
How about that?
Mutual annihilation, huh?
Marry someone who got more money than you.
If
I
I
don't think
got a
I'm gonna
tic
go out.
tac, I'm right. I'm getting a prenup. Okay, you're not getting
I'm
my.
not
You're not
going
getting
up.
half of my
I'm not
tic
picking
tac.
someone who's on a higher tax bracket than me. I'm not picking someone who's on a higher tax bracket than me.
Why not?
No.
Oh my God, you're such a
Yeah, I'm
Latin
going for
man.
above me.
That's
Just
not
because you
happening.
ask for a prenup doesn't mean you don't love that person and you don't trust that
Right.
person.
I just don't like prenups. They just make your head hurt. Too much thinking.
Well, when you're broke and you fall on the curb,
and be like,
Corey,
your butt will
you
hurt.
read all this?
Wait, hold on.
Julia knew
Sebastian,
what's
why
up.
won't you be with someone who got more money than you?
I would just won't. It's just
you
I
don't
was
want to
never grown.
relinquish
I was,
that power.
I was never
If you
grown.
get divorced, you come out winning because they got to pay you spousal support, bruh.
Yeah, look at
Keep you in the
Oh,
lifestyle you've
first
come
husband.
accustomed to.
Wait. He's like, oh, because he read that meme that says if your girl makes more than $17 an hour, she gonna talk back. That's why.
No,
He
that's
gonna
not
talk
why.
back, period.
Speaking of manosphere,
It's the way
I
I was
just saw this
raised.
short video of
I
that
get it,
one
I
guy that
understand.
passed away, and he was like, if you see a girl backing up in a parking spot, that ain't a girl, that's a dude. And the other
well,
day
then
I had
I'm a
to do
dude
it, and I
then.
almost
I
messed
back
up
into
thinking of
spots
him.
all the time.
Then I'm a
Hell
dude.
yeah, I need to be able to
I
make
was literally
it
doing
clean.
it up today. Parallel parking, backing up everywhere.
Oh, so when I back that thing up, I'm a what?
A dude.
I'm a dude when I back that thing up, really?
But he says it like it's like he's not even trying to be funny. He's
No,
dead
I just
serious.
like saying when I back that thing up.
We got it.
Oh, that
We
one.
got it.
Oh, that thing.
She's a dude.
Not
You're
the
a
car.
dude.
That,
Because
but
we're
it
all
is.
dudes. Hey.
Be more shawty. What's
Hey.
good?
Stop
Hey,
being
What's
B1.
good?
Hey, y'all.
Be
Hey,
more
y'all.
shawty. Eggplant
Good. How
parms are
you
my
this season?
favorite.
Yeah, when she was saying the dude situation, I'm over here acting like Kel Mitchell was singing that song. I'm a dude. You're a dude. She's a dude. Because we're all dudes.
I
My
cannot.
sister used to always watch Good Burger all the time, and then the Keenan and Kel show. So I'm just okay.
It's hilarious. I
What's
love
his face?
Kevin
Make
Johnson.
fun of Baltimore accents. Well, I think it's all Maryland because he's like dude, shoe, like hoagie. Like he was like saying all the words that we say, and I'm like, damn, we really do that.
That's
It
funny.
slips. It slips because sometimes if I'm out of town and I'm just talking to people and they're like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Baltimore." "Oh, from the what?" Not that side of town. Don't you crack your lips to say the corner, the wire. No, I'm not from there. Not even from there. From out of
Addie
town.
looks like she's frozen. You look
I
like you're
used to
taking
go
a moment.
to, when I lived in Maryland, I used to live in Silver Spring, Maryland.
That's so crazy.
I
Still,
lived
I'm
in
still shocked.
Southwest DC, and yeah, so I used to go to this club in Baltimore, and it was
Which one?
it was I don't really hey, I was a visitor. I was a visitor in a strange land.
Was it in Inner Harbor?
Far from home, y'all. I was like, I was the tag along. I don't know. I just know we had a fantastic time doing the butt. That was the year that I went with the longest butt.
I was about to say it might have been Hammerjacks. They closed it though. If it looks like a warehouse with like a whole bunch of brick.
Right, doing the
Yeah,
what?
doing the butt.
Hey,
What is it? I don't know. It's called. It's called Electric Factory.
Nothing wrong.
I'll
We
be right
want to
back,
do the
Kurt.
butt all night long. Whoa. You guys don't remember that song?
No.
Okay, EU.
What
year?
Yes.
Okay, was it
the butt?
Yeah, if it looked like a warehouse, that was Hammerjacks, the original Hammerjacks.
Guys, what year
But it
was
like
this?
kind of
What year?
downtown.
It could have been Paradox.
Dang,
Oh,
listen,
that
what
sounds
did I say?
familiar. Look,
Paradox is under the bridge.
What was that place in
Some
the
of us
Inner
are
Harbor
asking
and you walk
questions.
in
What
and then there's
year
a
is the
circle?
song from?
1990 something. Blah blah blah.
I don't know. Let me look it up.
Right. It was from School Days movie.
Days. Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Yeah.
that don't mean shit to me. What is the year?
She real young. She real young.
I'm just trying to ask a
Who
question.
sings that song?
I'm younger.
EU.
EU, right?
It's EU the butt.
The butt.
DABUTT.
Doing the butt. Oh, the butt. From
Mhm.
School Days. Let's see if it tells me when it really came out.
Ow.
Don't say nothing.
It's probably like 92, 90.
Better not.
Mhm.
Yeah, between 91, 92.
Yeah, I think I was like
I wasn't born.
13.
I wasn't born yet.
14.
No one, I don't know the song.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I was about
it's not-
11 when that came out.
1988 Virgin
Yeah.
Records.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gee, Christmas.
definitely wasn't born.
I was
Yeah.
4 years old.
I graduated in 87, y'all.
Mm.
Yes.
I've been
So
hardcore
was that
since
club
84,
open
y'all.
in 1988 that you guys are talking about?
I was 6.
Yep, I was 4.
Oh, see there? So Corey,
I was a little over 12.
Was so Paradox. You wouldn't even know.
I
if
was swimming
Paradox
in my
was
daddy's
open.
balls.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
it wouldn't have been
Yeah, it could have been the Paradox.
If it was Paradox, Paradox is under the bridge. Hammer Jacks is the old warehouse.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Odell's.
Oh yes. Oh my God,
Nah.
Odell.
All my
Oh, they
best
having
friends
a
went to
Paradox
Towson
reunion,
University.
Corey.
Are they?
No way. A reunion for the club?
Yep. The Paradox
Oh, cool.
reunion.
When?
I think it's either May or April. One of them.
Okay.
My handle name is the same name on Instagram,
Okay.
but my page is private. But yeah,
I think I just. Do you have a channel?
no, I don't have a channel per se, but I did upload videos of like concerts I used to go to on my YouTube
I
channel.
just subscribed to you.
Remember
Okay.
Merriweather?
Yes, that's where I saw Janet.
Yeah,
Merriweather Post Pavilion.
Yeah, Post Pavilion.
Mm.
There's a place in
They
Northern
was-
Virginia we used to go to too. I forget.
They used to have those
32nd
oh my
Street
gosh.
Plaza that was across the
Oh,
lake,
yeah, Happy
Columbia
Plaza.
from Clyde's. Remember?
Silver Shadows.
Silver Shadows. Yep.
Yep.
I snuck in there once.
Remember the
I was
930
just
Club?
22.
Yes. Remember the underground?
Yep.
I think they still have certain well, the Black Cat in DC. They had reopened, but I think they closed it again because they used to have concerts there.
Oh, there it was.
I went to the Beyonce concert in Baltimore.
This is what you were talking about earlier, Corey.
Yes. Yes. She did Karen wrong.
She looks like Jocelyn.
She looks better
She
than
does.
Karen. She looks better than Karen.
She looks like Jocelyn in drag. I just looked at it quick. I'm like, wait a minute, it's giving
She doesn't
Jocelyn a
look
little bit.
not bad. She looks good. She looks good.
Yeah, I think she looks
Yeah.
good.
But
I would never
she
know
didn't have Karen's affectation right. She didn't have Karen's attitude right. It was really
Yeah.
surface, you know.
Uh-huh. Who won?
She's not gonna win Snatch Game. I can tell you that.
Who did
I
win?
watched it.
I don't know. I haven't finished the episode yet.
Oh,
It was an extra long Snatch Game, so it had 2 rounds.
look, he
So
was
she,
Santana's.
this guy right here, he saw the did Saucy he's the makeup artist to the City Girls.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
He did good.
But the guy that
He did Saucy
did
right.
Karen.
I don't know. He could have done more than do Joan.
This Joan Rivers was on point too.
His acting of her was on point.
Yes, the
wig
voice,
could have done better.
everything.
The wig.
Yo,
I met
Everything.
Joan Rivers one time in meatpacking district.
I miss Joan Rivers. That bitch could read.
I do too.
Oh my goodness,
Ew.
yes.
Well, her
I think that
reason is why
last
she's
show
not
they
with us
had.
anymore, unfortunately.
Who's this?
Yeah.
Brett Mott.
She was
Brett
snatched
McRock.
too much.
Oh yeah, that's the guy who got famous from TikToks, right?
No, YouTube.
YouTube.
Man.
He's a beauty influencer.
Yeah.
He didn't do well as Bretman either.
Yeah, I only ever saw Bretman on TikTok.
This chick was good. She played a female version of Gordon Ramsay. She was funny. She was hilarious. Hilarious.
I love Gordon.
That sounds hilarious.
Who
So
the
do I.
fuck?
Oh my goodness. Is
This
this the
orange
Tara
bitch.
He does not play.
lady?
Yeah, that's the mom.
Who?
I think he does like reactions on TikTok to what is it? He cusses people out when they do
Yeah.
when they
type
cook.
of
Yeah,
when
when
he
they
cooks
stole him
something.
food. Yeah, he be cussing them out.
He's like, what the hell is this?
Hilarious. So you have a channel spelled the way that it's shown right here?
Yeah, it should just say Be More Shorty. I think all together.
Yeah. You guys go be sure you check out Be More Shorty and support over there. Smash her button. Smash her.
No, the way you say that sounds
Right?
Yeah, it sounds so erotic.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
I meant to tell you that earlier.
It's part of my
It's giving S&M.
I can't say smash without it coming off a little
Sebastian, did you leave because you mad?
I'm sorry.
Sebastian's at the store. He just puts himself on mute. I'm just kidding.
He does. He comes to.
We want you to get a prenup.
You got
you
right?
can get out.
He's at the lawyer's office.
Right, he's at the lawyer's office.
I'm here.
I forgot to change my picture. I was on somebody else's live and I had this picture. They was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah, who is that?
I'm like, me. Oh, myself and Bolo, the entertainer, aka Doc from All the Kingsmen.
Oh, I love
the guy
that show.
Is this the guy that
Madam
Portia
is my
out?
spirit animal.
Portia and Drew and Latoya and
Oh my gosh.
And Tanya.
I had to ask him. I was like,
Bolo?
Yes.
So was he able to just walk around?
Did you see it? Did you see if it was really that long? Did you see it?
Does he have it like in a cart? Is it in a cart that gets pushed before him or something? Like how does he get through the room?
It's a really, really, really nice piece.
Okay.
Wow.
Like, you know when you like break your leg and they give you one of those scooters? Does he just have one for that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I love all the Kings and all the eye candy.
Oh my word.
Oh, somebody's in the back. I'm sorry. I just saw you. I'm sorry. Who is
Yeah,
this?
it's a beautiful sight.
He was back. All right. Hope you weren't back there long. I just saw
And I
that.
love Evo.
No, I just wanted to
But how about Bolo really blew up? Candy really blew up Bolo. Look at where he's at now.
Actually, he was on Housewives. He was just a model back in the day, but he was on one of the older episodes. I think this is before Candy came up with her dungeon scheme.
Wasn't he one of the strippers that Phaedra bought to Candy's mom's birthday party?
Yes.
Yeah, because it was the guy Ridiculous was on the front, and he had the he had the little, they blacked that out because Ridiculous is ridiculous. That
is, girl.
Woo!
Ridiculous is even bigger than Bolo?
Yes.
Woo!
Yes. Yes.
I love my
Yikes.
way too
much.
That's not even human.
That doesn't sound safe.
But I give it to Bolo
That
because
sounds like you're shifting internal organs.
he's on Candy's payroll. And I peeped that too because I was asking him, I said, so this dungeon tour stuff, I said, you on the payroll? He was like, what you mean? What you I said, I'm asking, are you under the contract? He was like, yeah, I'm under contract with Tyler Perry and
Candy. Her husband liked to invite people to the bedroom, so he might have thought you meant that payroll.
Oh, no.
Allegedly.
No, but no, he did tell me, True T, that Portia and Drew and Toya was, in the South Carolina house all together.
What about Toya? What about what's the name? The other one, the one from Canada.
Tanya.
Tanya, yeah.
She was looking, but after he left, I think she was so drunk that she was in the room. But I don't think anything really happened with Tanya.
Did they say that it was all together, like as one time or separately?
I'm sorry.
It was Tanya came in the room, it's like after the fact. He was leaving early in the morning because he had another gig to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Portia, Drew, and Latoya.
Sounds about right.
Portia, Drew, and Latoya were in the
Isn't
room
Drew
with them,
married?
and not Tanya.
That's
Didn't
not
have
from
anything
Yep,
to do
that's
with
from
it.
correct.
Fort Lauderdale.
No,
Tanya
it's
But
didn't have
she
Charleston.
anything
like
to do with it.
she wanted some bolo. You see how the other episodes after the fact she was talking about the man. Kenya was just mad she didn't get a piece.
So Tanya didn't have anything to do with it, huh?
Mm-mm.
And isn't it a shame? Did you
Then
guys
why'd she
see that
skedaddle then?
recently
Because they were trying
Tanya and
to take.
Paul scrubbed
Oh.
each other from their IGs, you guys.
Oh wait, they broke
Yeah,
up.
they broke up.
Yes. Just in the
Mhm.
past like month or two, they broke up. I'm
Who?
like, oh, there's no
Tanya and
trace
Paul and Tanya.
of him.
Really?
And I feel like that had something to do with it overall, maybe. But then again, maybe it didn't. Like Nene had implied, it was already 10 years. It hadn't been the question. They were kind of cool with it. It's better now than later. At least now she could take her eggs and go have a baby someplace or do what she needs to do. But I'm just really sad they broke up. Here, let's hurry up and
Tanya
look at this
recently became a
Tyler Perry
U.S. citizen.
freaking
Tanya
Queen's
became a
thing.
U.S.
Can you
citizen a
see
couple
it?
months ago.
I love this show.
Being in this, people have to be smart. This is cutthroat.
I love Blue.
Really quickly, I just wanted to say, I heard y'all talking about the clubs in Baltimore. That was the good old days. Hammerjacks,
Yeah.
Paradox, Choices, Love in DC.
I forgot about Choices.
Yeah,
Choices.
the good
Lord
old, like,
Jesus. Choice is so raggedy too.
But you
all
know
the,
what?
Or the Gatsby.
but
Oh,
you
the
know, but the
Gatsby.
thing
Oh,
is, that was the
Got it.
that's
sounds
when
great.
like that was the good days. Now Baltimore and DC, well, more so Baltimore. There's no clubs in Baltimore anymore. Like there's no like
No.
real like clubs like how Choices and Paradox and
Yeah.
Hammerjacks and whatever else I may be forgetting about. And then you had Love in DC. I have no idea why they shut Love down because Love was
Love
always
and
Was it
But
930
because
remember,
of
Club.
remember,
What was
you
the
walked to
other
the
one
Inner
on the
Harbor.
waterfront?
Yeah, that's what I said. When you walk to Inner Harbor, you showed your ID and once, and then you go in and there's like almost like a round, and then there's all these clubs like all in kind of like a semicircle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember those,
they
but
were delicious?
yeah,
Huh?
like
Come
things have
in.
changed. Like Baltimore had so much potential back in the day to be like a mini New York and like this and that, but all that stuff is now gone. Like everything is gone from down there.
Federal, I mean,
Yeah.
Fells Point is cute.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just gonna go around like a bar crawl, that's about
Yeah,
it. Especially in the summertime. But
But I never
now
been
it's
to
just you be
Hammerjacks.
scared to get stabbed or shot.
I
yeah.
Right.
well, the
And then
last
like I
time
said, Love. They had Love in DC. I don't know why that opened because Love always had the celebrities, always had the parties and this and that. It was another club in DC that was
I
really
saw
popular.
Lindsay
It was
Lohan one time
Love,
down there.
the 930
Really?
Club,
Yes,
Black
the 930
Cat.
Club.
The
Yep.
night. That's
Look,
why I
I'm
said
so
930
old.
Club.
I'm so old. I saw David Bowie.
That's
Oh wow.
magical. My
Yeah,
friend married his stepdaughter.
really?
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
short white man too.
She loved him.
Dre,
She loved him.
Dr. Dre one time approached me at the bar for a threesome with me and my friend,
Ooh.
and he was like, "I want both of you." And it was
Oh
me and my
my.
friend, and she was a white girl, and she loved the black guys, and she was like, okay. I was like, I'm not really. I wasn't into that at that time. I was like, no, that'll pass. And then
Got
as
some
it turned
money.
out, he was full on crazy with the ladies. I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go. But yeah,
Right.
that happened.
One time I was
Mem
21
said the
in a
cookie lady's
DC.
cookies are delicious.
I know, right? What flavor did you like? Her chocolate chip? Was her macadamia nut? Maybe.
Ooh, that's
I
my
don't know.
favorite. White
Right?
chocolate and macadamia nut.
I have someone who lives in Atlanta. They said the same thing. They said that her cookies are good, especially her cookie cake.
Who is this anyway that we're talking about?
This is all the
That's
queens.
all the Queen's men.
ET. It's
Oh
so
no,
good.
I know this. I'm talking about the cookie lady. Who is that?
The
Oh, the
lady
cookie lady in
Oh, from
Atlanta.
Yeah, Kenya had brought her on to mess with Tanya.
Oh, that I remember.
Kenya,
But do y'all
Kenya brought her
remember?
on to defend herself after Tanya tried to come for Kenya.
Oh, come on, Curves. All the Queen's men. Let's get
Yes.
into it. This show is
I think they are a new season starts this year.
I've
You
never
know? Have you ever
It
Oh
noticed
already
that?
yeah, it's
started.
already on right now. It's
Have
on
you
right
ever
now.
noticed?
Oh, okay.
Episodes
Every
in.
Thursday. I think they're like 5 episodes in or
4. They
Oh,
do 2
okay.
at a time.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that Tyler Perry always know how to pick out a good looking man?
Yes, I
I'm gonna leave
have.
that one alone.
The stars in the show, you guys. So
Christian Keys was nice
O'Shea
looking back, you
is
know.
O'Shea.
And
He's
this
Tommy.
And what's the guy's name? Terrell. He did
Um,
music also.
I think
Sky
Guy.
Black goes with the girl from Sisters. The
Yeah.
one that plays the one with the twist, the short twist bob, the lawyer, I forget her name on it. Andy. They go together in real life.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I threw it up too much.
See, you said Sky Black. I'm thinking you talking about the porn star. I was supposed to say, oh, I wasn't looking at the screen. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. I went
Looking at
crazy.
porn anymore.
I did.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Out of control. Out of control, y'all. But look, yeah, he knows how to pick some fine. Fine.
Wait,
Fine,
Curves, what about
beautiful.
that pool scene when she went back there and all the judges and everybody's back there and
Oh, hello.
she threw that chick in the pool?
Yeah.
That picture. I know he has a decent headshot.
You know her
full on.
assistant, she's like, resuscitate that bee.
And Tommy was like, okay, madam, and jumped right in the pool. It was hilarious.
Tommy is hilarious.
My
I
gosh.
love him.
I love Tommy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this Keith guy? I don't know.
He kind of look like Kiki Wyatt's brother.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's that fine one that's always Babyface. Isn't that Babyface or whatever his name is? Yeah. So he's looking good. They don't have his picture. Oh, that one's gone. Oh,
Carter. Oh my gosh, I've seen her dance before.
So it's an all-men's strip club called Eden, and they have Carter as the only trans woman, I guess, that's in the lineup. And
yeah, so Carter's androgynous.
Oh, androgynous, not trans.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad for mislabeling. I'm sorry. But yeah, okay. Trouble is her name. His name.
There's Christian.
Wait, where is this?
This is on
BET.
Yeah.
Is this like
Christian Keys?
Yeah, it's
Oh my gosh.
I love the dynamic between him and Madam. Ooh, the power struggle.
The concierge guys and Madam on the jet.
Christian Keys is a true man.
Him that when he
can
got
get
home,
it.
his wife was like,
I
can smell her on you.
I need
I can pull him to the side and
this headshot is giving a little cheese.
Hold on, girl.
No, but Natasha, he's a real man. He takes care of his responsibilities. Oh my God.
I need them to be able to chop wood, wrestle grizzly bear, save the family.
He can do it all.
He just got smacked by Babyface the other day. So she called.
She's pretty.
Y'all, I'm gonna go, y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Lola. You guys.
I'm gonna go too. Bye.
Oh, her skin is
bye, Sebastian.
Wait, hold on. You guys just say bye, Lola ho.
Oh, who said they were leaving?
I did. I thought you said bye, Lola ho. I was about to say, damn, Curves.
No. You know,
I was leaving too. That's why.
Lola. I said bye, Lola.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Lola.
Bye.
Bye, Smash.
Love y'all. Right on. I appreciate them for coming through. You guys be sure and check out Lola Lane in these YouTube streets. So Miss Patty here, she's crazy because she was paying for Face's apartment, and so she just lets herself in, and then she's like, hit me after she does all this stuff to her, and then she jumps on him, and when he pushes her off, she's like, you hit me, see? And then she calls the police on him, and it's like, he's attacking me, and then she attacks him more to make him push her again, and now she's passed out. Last time I saw her, oh my gosh,
she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's
gorgeous,
my gosh. That's what. Look, she's trying to control him with her money. He don't really want her. He want her money.
Yeah. He's like, take it all back then. She already took the car back. He's lucky the rent is paid and the lights are on.
Oh, that is a fun fact for today, Curves. Christian wrote all the Queen's Men.
Oh.
Christian Keys.
Oh, wow.
Rashawn is so beautiful.
Yes, she
is.
I love her.
She kind of reminds, like, her and Vanessa Bell Calloway could be sisters.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Rashawn is treacherous in all the Queen's Men. She plays a judge, or is it the wife of a judge? I don't know how she's a judge with half her head shaved, but I guess that doesn't matter if you're the judge. But she
A
plays a
sensible short
judge
haircut.
with a husband, and they go and get boys, and then they tie him and they keep him in the room and do horrible things to him after they told him they could be their sugar baby, but they didn't tell him they were going to have to do all that to be the sugar baby.
This guy hasn't been back.
I feel like
They
that's like
end
a
up
true
going in
story.
the room and finding the man chained to the desk, and he's like, "They hurt me. Please help me. They hurt me." This guy right here, they found him chained to the desk, and he was like, "Help me." And they were like, "What are you doing in here? Didn't he tell you not to come?" He's like, "They hurt me, please." And oh, they had done horrible things to her. This lady, remember, she used to be in
What kind
Real
of show is
Housewives of
this?
Atlanta, and she was Nene's friend in Real Housewives of Atlanta. Remember, she was on for like a season.
And
She is acting so good in this, but she just pissed off Madam. You might want to look out, because Madam does not care who you are, what position you think you have. She will find the end to you.
Who's
Now,
Madam?
oh,
Who
she's a
plays Madam?
patron.
Ava Marcel.
Eva Marcel.
Oh,
Oh, this is who she ran through the fence and drowned her.
I
and
love
told
Madam.
Tommy to resuscitate that bitch. And Tommy jumped in the pool.
Oh my God.
Water and resuscitated her so Madam could slap her one more time before she said.
So she brought her back just to slap her again?
No, because she was telling her to get in the car, and she was like, "No." She said, "B, you gonna get in this car?" And she took her and threw her in the pool and beat her down until she couldn't breathe.
What show is this? This sounds out of control.
And she said,
It's called
Tommy,
All the Queen's Men.
What's it about?
Is
What's the
Tyler Perry
pretense?
still writing all of his TV shows?
Yeah.
I don't think he's writing. I don't think he's writing this show though, because it's too good.
That's what I was about to ask, because his writing skills have not improved.
No,
it does.
He just knows how to pick. He just knows how to pick the guys out.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And
He
these
does the
guys are
casting couch.
and they're like,
Assert.
and this is like, this is almost like soft porn because they're like fully naked.
I'm sure he enjoys that casting couch, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Because they never have their shirts on. And then this show also, like, it's like full frontal nudity for the guys.
It is? They show
they show all
the
of
ding
it.
dong?
Yep.
What channel is
This is on This is on BET Plus.
Maybe I should buy BET Plus.
Is that like the After Dark kind of version?
No.
No, well, BET Plus is kind of like,
It's a
like
streaming
Netflix
service.
and this and that. They can show like
gotcha.
Yeah, because I watched the Miss Pat show on there, and that's where so it's like real like.
Speaking of that, did you ever see Sex Lives, or I think it's called Sex Lives on Netflix?
Yeah.
Where that Australian guy was in the shower and you saw.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Did you see what she said? She said, "If I have to come back here, I'm gonna kill everything breathing." She went to the hospital.
Yes.
To the guy in charge of the Hillbilly Clan. And when she found out he lied to her, in her first white stole, pushed him out the window of the hospital and stood over him, and then fixed her jacket and walked off. She's crazy, y'all. She crazy.
Well, what is the show about? Because I'm hearing a lot of killing.
Strip club. She crazy, Joe Rogan. She crazy.
Female boss in Atlanta, and she runs the biggest strip club. For men, and
male strip club or girl?
Male strip club.
You want to hear what it's about or no?
She kind of like a madam. The madam of the strip club.
Like, they're all like really loyal to her or whatever. They'll go to all extremes and they just basically do whatever she says because she basically makes sure all their pockets are right. So they just basically and a lot of like the judges.
Eva Marcel is the baddest in this role. She found her role, man.
Wow, I didn't know she acted.
I was
surprised.
Corey.
Well, come on now.
Tyler Perry had another show on BET Plus where the guy was smelling the other guy's penis.
No.
Yeah.
Was that Sisters?
It was all over the internet. It was.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot.
think it was Sisters.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I was just like, Tyler, just come on out the closet, sweetie.
Yeah,
please and thank you.
Him and Diddy, they both need to just come on with it.
P. Diddy.
That's what I said. Make it make
Diddy.
sense.
It reminds me of Robin Dixon.
Mims agrees with
Did I-
me about the casting couch.
What? Most of Tyler's shows. Some D, and I'm sure he's. Ooh.
I had seen on Twitter, I don't know what handle, but it was just hilarious. Someone had the picture of the set for the reunion of RHOP. And someone was saying that instead of it looking like Miami chic, they should have just had it for Sesame Street. And they had Deborah's picture on there next to Big
Hilarious.
Bird.
You cannot tell me that. You
Snuffleupagus.
cannot tell me that Ashley's friend does not look like a mixture of Wanda from In Living Color and David Allen Greer.
Yeah, she does.
That's why I call her Wanda.
I get a splash of Snuffleupagus.
Very, yes.
I said she looked like Oscar the Grouch.
I love
It's
it.
them eyebrows.
I love it.
Yeah, then that's gonna be like Bert.
And who was the pretty girls in the crew? Because I was like, well, nobody. Only person that was pretty was Ashley. Because the rest of them outside the crew.
Yeah, they were like, I was like, that's a version of pretty.
I'm like PYT. That's still kind of a stretch.
Ain't none of them that young.
Yeah.
None of them are, well, forget about young. Ain't none of them pretty.
And then Giselle is like, you're changing the title for me?
So it's just the
that
tea.
was so
It's just
shady. That was so funny.
But the whole time Giselle's sitting there, she's like, what in the hell did I get myself into? Why am I here? This is
She
not
can
a
barely
good time.
keep a straight face.
She was like,
She
this
was there
is
to be
not a good
nosy.
time. They don't look like they good time girls at all. Like you can have fun with them. No.
No, they're waiting for you to slip up so they can get some information.
Well, I think Ashley's. I think Ashley's probably a good time, but the rest of them,
no.
they look stuck up.
I wouldn't hang out with Ashley.
I heard she's a good
Give
time,
a-
but the same thing. I bet, like, if anything went down, anything embarrassing, she'd be the first one to
She's
record
the
it.
first one to tell you.
Give her a case of Corona. You know that everybody's business is out there.
Her
Her
rhythmless having self.
Right?
Okay,
Look
so
at
here's her
Wanda D.
and
He said Wanda.
Those damn shirt dresses.
That's not a dress. That's just a shirt.
Yeah, she's just wearing a man's
Mhm.
Oxford shirt and just like walking out the door.
yeah. So they're hot. They are hot. That's a hot group of young ladies.
Wait, where's
But
she
look
at?
at Too Much right here with me all up. She was like, "Ooh, I get to have the story, Ashley. Thanks. I got it from here. Hi, me. Too much. Oh. And then she had puppets too, y'all. And me and her and Keisha got puppets out, you guys. We're too much. But yeah. Give it
When
up.
Yeah, but
Deborah
that
was
picture
at the
next
bar
to
getting all
Bert
perked
is
up.
funny though.
When Deborah was
Huh?
at the spring fling party at the bar, like swiveling her head around, like getting all perked up, ready to like start something with Chris. She reminded me of like, I don't know if you've ever seen these women out. It's like freshly divorced women that are like on the
thirsty.
prowl and just like park themselves at the bar and just like swivel their head like that, looking to catch any guy's eye that they can find.
Well,
You know
guys,
what?
And Chris was looking at me, and Happy Eddie, he was just all over the place.
Happy Eddie? Who's he?
child, I gotta back out, y'all. My phone's about
Okay.
to die. Love y'all.
Well, you know what? I gotta back out too. Thank you guys for coming through to LRGA Curves today.
Oh my God. I feel like we
What?
just encountered a marathon.
All right. Okay. We did 3 shows. Three shows
Great.
in one. We did Love and Marriage Huntsville. Final reunion. It was all right. You know, we had differing views, but we still love each other over here. And that's what we're here to do, is find out different things about this journey, right? And then we had Real Housewives of Potomac. All right, ladies, get it together. Robin, Giselle, we have the expulsion list. I'm willing to rework it if they show me something different. How many episodes are left? I don't know. And then we just had Miami. All right. We finished with a good Miami. Real Housewives of Miami, they're bringing it this season. We are here for all of the Latina excellence that is Miami over there. We are here for all of the Caribbean excellence and all of the excellence that is Miami. They're serving us this, ladies, this season, and I'm appreciating it. And I know you are too. I appreciate Natasha for hanging in here with me, sister. Thank you for coming through, Naughty Crew. Thank you for coming up, Be More Shorty and Q. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. You guys be sure and go to each other's channels and smash those buttons. All right? Because there's enough to go around, okay? Thanks for being you. Smash my buttons
Bye.
too, okay? Leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Right on. Thanks for coming up, Be More Shawty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you more.
I'll see you next time. Hello? I think, yeah. Yeah, I was like, you be clicking off early, but here, we can just talk here. Oh, no, look, I think I'm not off yet. Here. Okay, you guys, thanks for coming through the LRGA Curves. Smash the buttons. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. I didn't click it all the way.